horde of things over there. That's
Hi.
not good. Hello.
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 All right.
You're not 14.
Why are
God
we
damn.
screaming?
Fight me!
Jesus Christ.
Well, everybody's excited and ready to be back for another proper session of Star Wars D&D. It seems. Continuing off from last time, which was, being honest, a massive tinkering session, mixed with a couple gang beatings. It pretty well covers it.
Makes what?
Johnny and Eva. Johnny spent most of it tinkering. Eva spent most of it helping, or then taking a little bit of downtime. Joran fixed up some of his stuff and got some stuff ordered for Count and all of them. And then proceeded to dismantle a small gang over a couple of days. Sorsha got tormented and treated to the hell of Darkness Dodgeball in an attempt to learn Force powers. Count spent the whole week dueling, learning Spin to Win with his lightsabers.
Oh god.
And we wrapped it all up with an attempt to, with a test of all your new gear and abilities against a small bounty you all went to collect, which ended with a very underwhelming finish for what everybody seemed to expect, with a very large hole punched through a gut.
I will say this.
You
Count
died.
does have his harpoon.
Yeah, the
Done.
harpoon bayonet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're off.
I
Yeah.
have the harpoon bayonet marked down.
You also have your upgraded shield. I don't know how it's upgraded, but it's an upgraded shield.
Did the blaster pistol get pimped out in it?
I did not get told that you wanted to do your blaster pistol with anything.
There we go. I cut off at the best time.
Oh, it's still happening? Damn.
Yeah. But that might be my phone. It's a little broken.
Motherfucker.
Where did I cut off at so I can finish up?
We punched the
Joran
thing a bunch.
Upgrade.
killing a gang, and then we punched a lady.
Yep.
Punch
I would say we're continuing off there. We are now at the morning after you got that, so technically the 8th day after your break started. Everybody is waking up at their various amounts of times.
Huh.
And what?
Sorry. My sheet didn't save right, and it still says I have storming shot.
Ah. But after a very fun, grueling week of tinkering, trading, and a number of other things, today starts off fairly peaceful, I would assume. Everybody trying to get a bit of recovery time in, and fairly early on, probably only like 9, 10 in the morning, you do get a message from Sato saying we just asked you all to meet him in the lab.
No.
All right, Eva just rolls over and goes back to sleep. I see.
Count already awake. Coffee, breakfast. Okay, he'll go there. Probably
Count,
just
you're
having a
feeling-
bagel or some equivalent.
Fair. Now, Count, I will say this: you are feeling very, very sore after this last week.
Physical activity.
Nothing that'll inhibit you really, but it's just that was a lot. That was a lot of beatings. It's still visible. You still got bruises and burn marks on you.
What the hell?
No, when we messaged, you said I pretty much dueled about 90% of the people here. Was that literal?
Of the trainees, like the people who are actually in the training area. If they didn't come into that area, you didn't really bother with them.
Fair enough. That's still a lot of people.
For the people coming through the Sentinels, you're probably only, after a week of going all day, each day, probably only about 5% of the people coming in and out. Which is still a very large portion of people.
He burns off his donuts.
You definitely burn off your donuts throughout the week. But you can now proudly say you have mastered a very esoteric art form of dueling. At least,
Actually, have
maybe not mastery, but more of like the journeyman level,
Proficiency.
acceptable levels.
It's
Okay.
fine. I now have 2 dueling styles.
So Sorsha has the exploding harpoon. Just to run through things, Sorsha has the exploding harpoon boats, and who was the other one I gave him?
Johnny.
Chani.
exploding harpoon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
the shots. Okay.
They're a unique ammo type you can choose when you reload to load
And you can
those
only
and do
shoot
something
them
instead.
one at a time, correct?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
only shoot those in single mode. They do not proc sneak attack.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, no, they do in single shot mode. Because you
Okay.
can't fire them in 4-shot mode. So they do still proc sneak attack, sorry.
Uh,
That was when you guys were talking about a different modification.
Counts
Okay.
harpoon gun.
Yes,
Who has a bayonet.
I
has
gave
a
him
little
the
pseudo
details on all of
lightsaber.
his gear.
Count's shield. I don't know how you upgraded it, but you said it did get upgraded.
Yep, I gave him all of his gear stuff he got.
He
Yep,
said
mine
something
did
about a
upgrade.
blaster pistol, but it was not told to me, so I don't know.
I think he just got a general, like, a basic upgrade to his blaster pistol.
I don't know. I said
Oh.
pimp it out, however. So, but that did not get relayed, I guess.
Well, I mean,
I
if I
did not
have
miss
the
that
blaster
bit.
pistol, he'll do it.
We'll do some backtracking and fixing at some point, but for now, let's keep it going. That'll take a little bit of talking.
I don't use it often, anyways.
That got done. That got done.
No.
That was
what
my bad. I forgot that part.
don't know what happened, but I'm suddenly and I can't stop.
Sorry, I was just running through in my head what everything was
Yep.
going on.
Okay, so we know Count's heading in there. Is anybody else?
I'm
Yeah,
assuming
Jordan.
everyone else is. Except for
Okay,
Eva, who
I'm
was asleep.
asking because Eva purposely said nah.
It was
Sleepy.
supposed to be a joke, but you just kind of like rolled
So-
with it.
Everybody gets there. Eva's not there. You guys wait about 10, 15 minutes. Eva does show up eventually, but she's late. And the whole time you've been in there, Sato is got a. I'll say as you walk in, Sato's in there on his table, currently working with a mostly formed lightsaber, like a mostly put together lightsaber handle. And on the big digital screen he has up there, you see a planet map rotating
Why?
with random
You're-
bits of data coming off of it. Do you guys have anything you wish to do before Eva finally comes in?
I'm assuming Sorsha's just eating something because it's the morning.
I mean, it's like 9, 10, so decently up. Well, actually, for Sorsha, that's waking up. Never mind.
Yeah, for Sorsha, that's just like, that's super early.
You're probably groggy and sore from everything else still.
Yeah. But she's also
I'm-
afraid to sleep in now because that creepy old lady.
She's not that old.
I'm calling her an old lady. She's older than Sorsha, therefore she is old.
Just do some stretches in the background. Get the blood flowing.
Try to limber up those sore muscles.
Joran has his harpoon gun and his grappling hook. One here, one right next to it, just looking at both of them, trying to figure out how both of them could go together.
Fair. Something to mention during all this. Sato is normally like excitable and talking, but he's very quiet right now and just kind of messing with something.
Nobody cares.
That's rude.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be allowed to talk without push to talk.
Rude
That's
ass.
Eva's thoughts. Just nobody cares that you gave us a message. I don't know why I'm stomping over there slowly.
Oh. Joran's not going to open up the conversation.
I'm just
so-
gonna impatiently wait for details.
He just will give you the small. If nobody has any questions, we can wait until your final party member arrives. Make it easier and go over it once.
And then they show up.
It's what you're
Okay, now.
building. Is the
Yep, sorry, I'm
lightsaber
flicking
you're
through stuff.
building there Is the lightsaber you're building there relevant to what we're doing, or just something you're doing?
Ow.
Just a small project I got. I'm working on it while we wait.
Oh god.
Does it do anything
Wonderful.
special?
Well, if it ends up doing what I think it'll do, I'll let you know then, and then after that. Until then, though, I'm going to keep it to myself. It's experimental, and if it doesn't work, I don't want to get anybody's hopes up about things.
Just remember the blast shields.
Sure, and random and suddenly. Ah, shit! Hitting. You can hear him hitting his tech pad. Johnny! Just. I locked myself out of the fucking thing.
Good luck.
God
Did you
damn
forget
it.
your Did you forget your password?
I don't know. It's not supposed to have a password.
Jordan suddenly turned into an old man.
No, he's been an old man this whole time. He's treated technology like a boomer would this whole time.
And the phone.
Yeah, that too.
Damn kids and their damn space magic.
Pretty much.
Anyways, soon enough after this, technical difficulties go on. Eva arrives. Like I said, it's not much of a delay. It's like a 10 or 15 minute delay.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a new teammate. I thought you already arrived.
Are you so eager to relieve her of her duty?
No. I was confused. I've had lack of oxygen. I'm a little stupid.
Oh,
You'll just stop. Lack of oxygen? What?
My pillow tried to kill me last night.
oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh.
Oh, I thought that was Sorsha.
No!
It's hard to tell something.
Oh no! I've had lack of oxygen the past week, and I feel like I'm stupid.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
it's all good. But he'll look up and just slow down with the, like, he's using very fine, almost like, not screwdrivers, it's like these little picks to move stuff around and push things down. And he'll slow down from it and just say, good, everybody's here, and set them down for the moment.
Excuse me.
So the new data brought in by all of you from Cloud City has sped up our process a little bit. I and an algorithm for the most part,
Wee.
narrowed down the location of where we think one of these shrines is. Can't guarantee because, well, old historic data that has no... It's a big history gap, there's a big empty space. It's a little leap of logic half the time. We think there is one on Ithor.
His Badaba? What?
Ithor, it's a planet. Very lush jungles and the likes. However, very little civilization on it, mostly in cities around it.
Finally.
Looks like we'll be relying on Joran's survival skills again here.
Jordan just cracked his knuckles.
Unfortunately, it does not seem to be the case. And he picks up his needles again,
God damn it.
moving. Have any of you ever heard of Ithor or been near Ithor?
Have we?
Yeah,
No.
that's what I was about to say.
Honestly, thinking about your backgrounds, none of you really would have a reason.
No.
No.
Not unless a bounty went there.
Yep.
I'm
Well,
just kind of. What?
I did not forget James. He's just will stop and
Privately
be.
this.
It's a difficult topic. They developed on the planet and then very much love it and the nature there. And this took them to building their cities in the higher bits of the atmosphere and the gravitational field around the planet, circling, in an attempt to preserve the jungles, and they've done quite well. However, that brings it to the problem of they hold that ground sacred. People are not allowed to enter onto the planet itself, for the most part, and if they do, they are not allowed to leave.
Oh.
They do not wish to corrupt or taint the jungle with civilization.
This trip is sounding like it's gonna
And-
really suck.
Couldn't we have some bio hazmat type suit and not touch things?
Oh, I've thought about it. I spent the last 4 days arguing with their embassy here and the governments there. Fortunately, they're not under the direct command of the Empire, so we are not allowed to order things of them, especially in situations like this, even. And due to us not making any progress in all of this, the official statement right now of orders passed down is we are not allowed to enter or send people onto the planet, even in pursuit of such as this. And he'll fiddle again for a couple minutes. Like, does everybody understand this much so far?
So you're telling us before not to do illegal things, and now you want us to do an illegal thing?
No, I am passing on the official orders of even though we found one, you're not allowed to enter.
You know,
asked
it's
to
really
be kept up to
tempting.
date. I'm trying to keep you up to date.
We're idiots. That's
Yep.
tempting. You might as well have not told us this one.
Quite possibly, but I felt the need to inform y'all as you asked to keep up to date. And in the middle of that sentence, he's... Actually, I want Chani to roll me a technology check.
Tech check.
Tech check.
He's doing that. I'm just gonna let you... I'm too stupid to understand the situation right now. Like,
Okay,
out
then.
of character, I don't understand.
Basically, the ruling government of the world built their cities up in the sky, in the space, floating cities like Cloud City, right?
Mm.
Because their ground is the planet itself is sacred to them. It's their culture. It's the cultural thing to them. You're not allowed to enter it unless you plan on permanently living there.
Okay.
And since you guys are trying to officially organize like an expedition where you enter and leave, it's being hard blocked by the governments there.
Okay.
Alright, I don't know why the dice gods decided this, but it's a natural 28.
Looking in, you get your curiosity gets the better of you, and just before he pushes it, you recognize what's in there. It's a small range EMP device, and just as you're recognizing this, he pushes it, and things just go off in the room. There's a small like explosion on it, and then stuff goes staticky.
Is there a
And very
microsecond where
notably,
Chani's eyes can widen and she can try to dampen the impact of what's about to happen to her?
yeah, you can have a widened moment of oh, and then it goes off.
Okay.
And very noticeably, like, the
Let there be
computer
light.
on the wall, after this goes off, is fine, but things like the cameras all kind of wear down. And then he sets
EMP
those things back
lightsaber?
down.
EMP lightsaber?
Well, more specifically, just an EMP.
Inside of a lightsaber, or out of one?
It was inside of it, but that was mainly to keep things busy and
Main point, how much time is this
put up
gonna
an
last?
image.
What info do you need to drop?
We've got about 5 minutes
Okay.
before security kicks back on. Info drop. Officially, we are not allowed to enter this planet. Unofficially, I'm asking you guys to enter this planet.
Have you guys sent pictures of what the man that called himself Aegis to them and warned of him at all?
We've passed it along to I passed it along to them so they can keep an eye out for them. Most of them have orders not to engage as they do not wish to lose any members, but to report. At least
So
that
how
was
do
the last I heard from Rav.
So how do we get in and out of atmosphere?
Unfortunately, I cannot have any hands in this because I am under security detail. Because for the last 4 days I have been arguing this very extensively, and I have had previous impulsive decisions on my record.
I have a terrible idea.
Okay.
Can we get like a small asteroid or anything and just kind of dock on the side of it and then go into atmosphere like that?
I don't know. That sounds very risky and heavy piloting. Can't say I've ever tried that maneuver personally.
Do we have any
Johnny-
stealth?
Johnny, how stupid is that idea?
Well, depending on exactly what you mean by dock onto an asteroid and send it into atmosphere, that's either instant death or it's just a spaceport. But do we know if we have access to any stealth thing to get on planet without them having them confiscate all of our things? Because I don't know about anybody else, but I can't do much about my stuff.
Fully admit we do not have much in the way of stealth tech here. It's never been our concern per se. As he points out, it's an official government outfit here. We don't really need to sneak around.
Well, crap, because I can think of a ruse to get us on planet, but giving us the means to properly explore and defend ourselves while we're down there is another matter.
And
Unless-
back off.
Well, yeah, but the ship would still be on station. There's ways to get back to it.
I have an idea.
Shoot.
Isn't there that black market down there in the lower city? Can't we go talk to them about the stealth thing you're talking about, Johnny?
It would have to be for an entire ship, though, and that would be expensive.
Yeah.
Wait,
Just a thought.
Johnny, what about our original employer?
He may, but he would have to have a reason for us to go on the planet as well. You'd have to sell it in a very specific way. What's our time on those cameras?
Oh, camera? He's just like down 3 minutes.
We can sweeten the pot with random artifacts that aren't of importance to us or this mission that we find there, if we find any.
It's a possibility, and they have at least been an enemy to the enemy here, but it's risky. I don't personally know how to sell it.
In our investigation of trying to complete our original mission, we may be going to a new archaeological site to acquire new things of similar architect and design to the original holocron you wanted.
It may work. I don't like the sound of it, though. But if we have no other option...
Well, worth a shot.
There's, so as we point out, I don't know what kind of contacts you all have from your previous jobs, but as you mentioned, there's the black market. Guess your previous employer, we still haven't been able to locate him at all. And then, of course, hiring other folks to do things. Those are the only big three things I know of.
I can talk to the people I know. I think I'm gonna go do that. What exactly do you need, Johnny?
She'll begin going about the specifications of what it would take to properly dampen the signature and everything else of a ship to be able to... And she'll look up various, like, bits of their actual security system to stop people from going there and all that other stuff.
While Johnny's doing that, I'll ask Saba. What can we expect on this planet, wildlife-wise, and also if there's the Force Temple thing, is there anything influenced like that we can expect?
Well, starting with the shrine you are looking for, I can't really answer that. I would assume it has some kind of influence on the area, as that kind of negativity, if it is them, tends to spread, doesn't like to just sit there.
Hmm.
And in regards to creatures and wildlife, I don't rightfully know, if I'm being honest. I spent more of the past 4 days that I figured out where we're going, trying to argue with them to get you guys on there. I can probably do a check to see if I can find anything, but I don't know. I would just assume animals very similar to what you've seen on other jungle type planets.
I haven't been to jungle planets.
That's fair. I don't think a lot of people have.
Jordan just raises his hand and then puts it back down.
What can we expect on jungle planets?
Bad things.
Big ass creatures that want to eat you.
Okay, that's the same as everywhere else.
Except these ones know a lot more stealth.
I
Think
would
the
also assume
invisible cat.
Sato will raise his hand. I would also assume in greater intensity, since it's pure wildlife versus civilization.
Yes.
Maybe we can scare it with fire.
No.
No?
Oh,
No.
Oh.
Second problem for you all. Of all the continents on the planet, only three, have ever really been explored before they took off. There are still remaining continents that are largely unknown, besides orbital mapping and that show the same jungle-ish territory.
Is
And
the temple?
as he's gonna say, bum. As you can guess with the Sith and all the fun joys they leave for you, that is where you are going.
So the temple is not visible from space or satellite.
No, it is not. I have tried to scan to get a better location.
So we have to figure out a way to smuggle ourselves onto a planet that doesn't accept technology, explore an unexplored planet of jungle to find
Not
a
a
place
planet.
that,
I have a radius.
well,
Continent.
that's slightly better.
Well, just give me some time. Well, we get onto the surface, just give me some time meditating, and I'm sure I can point out eventually, man, that way feels a lot more evil.
Johnny. You send me a data packet of the stuff you need, or did you already do that? Like, this thing is weird.
Minutes, I'm
1
working
minute.
on it.
He'll just 1 minute left.
Is there anything else that we need to discuss while surveillance is off?
If it comes to light that you guys are there, put it under my orders that I did it, as I am much more likely to get away with things than you are. However, noting that, please don't get caught. I don't want to go through another audit.
Don't intend to.
All allegations towards us are alleged.
As always.
If nothing else, I can point out that you were contracted in via this, and I informed you that it was under orders that you're going.
So,
Probably wouldn't surprise a good few of them.
should we get, like, a new ship with non-distinct markings? Or identification?
I had not considered that. Slurps coffee. This is a bit more of a problem than I thought.
If we manage to cloak ours, it should be fine, but otherwise,
My best bet is get one that's off the grid, get one down there. Mention the black market, see if you can't pay someone off for temporary use.
I have minimal connections, but some connections. I may be able to find something there as well. But I'm pretty sure your minute's up.
We're close. Maybe we'll just we're at 15. Wait for a second. 10. You look up, play along. And then he grabs a lightsaber that has an actual crystal in it, grabs one of the picks and just stabs it, and it actually goes off properly. Not enough to actually hurt anybody, but it blackens his table, rattles some stuff.
Counter just clap.
One of his fingers is like bleeding a little bit, and one of the couple of mechanical fingers are twisted and broken. It just comes back to it. And he just puts his damaged finger in his mouth and just start hearing muffled cursing. And you watch as the cameras wore back on.
Jordan just waves a hand in front of his face, like, fuck.
Well, that could have gone better.
Yeah, you could say that again. Damn force crap.
Gotta have to go back down to the medic bay for this. And you can see two of his fingers are, his thumb and two fingers are on his normal hand are busted and probably broken.
Needs more work. Jordan's
Yeah, a lot more work.
I have a new thing that you'll love.
Oh god. How exactly will I love it? And where are we going to figure this out?
I'll do it eventually. Well, you get to stay away from me.
I mean, that's the plan.
It's more of a mandatory thing, though, when active.
Fair. Anyway, Johnny, do you mind coming with me for a moment?
Okay. I need to fix things on my suit, so I'll head that way, and then I'll do whatever it is you're asking.
Well,
If you guys need
I'll send you a
anything, you
text.
just... Sorry.
go ahead.
He's gonna interrupt you. Like, if you guys need anything, I'm gonna go down to the med bay. Would someone open the door?
Just hits the door button to open it.
Thank you. And then just walks out.
I'll sit there and go through all of my electrical equipment to make sure it works.
Oh, it's all working fine. It seems like it was a very targeted effect.
Okay, just making sure I don't turn on a lightsaber and it explodes because the electrical component.
Like, the only thing you'll notice for, I guess, this Chani is during the time Mortimer's recording, his cameras were a little glitchy and we didn't really get anything.
I'll send you.
But now that
text
it's over,
where
it works fine.
I'll send you a text of where I am, so you can meet me there when you're done with your nonsense.
Okay.
And he walks out of the room. And I'm going to the Mandalorian base.
Okay. Getting back to the Mandalorian base. It's still... Excuse me, sorry. Oxa is still not back, it's still just the Doros.
That's fine.
It's still just Sir. Kerr. Sorry, I've been saying his name wrong. Kerr.
I'm basically going to go up to him and ask him, so what kind of contacts that you have are that are less than? Or what kind of contacts that we have on the base on here on this planet that are less than legal?
He'll just like stop for a second, very deliberately go back to finishing screwing a panel onto the side of that big, oversized handgun he had been working on before, and then sit back and just, so, what you need from them?
Would I have gotten a data packet from Johnny yet, Johnny?
As much as she's able to, I don't exactly know what the trip time is, and if
Trip
she's
time's like
had to get through any
30 minutes.
databases in order to learn specifications or anything.
Trip time walking, there's like 30 minutes from whatever.
Yeah. You'd probably still be researching, getting a list together.
Then not yet.
I don't have the exact specifications yet, but I will do soon.
What are
I
you
need to
trying
know
to
what-
do?
Some type of ship cloaking device, so we can enter a planet that's not supposed to be entered.
Do you have any specifics? The more specifics we have, the better we can tailor.
He
I can
pulls up.
tailor your person too.
He pulls up a specific of what the ship is, and that's all he's got at the moment.
No, not chip. The security system you're trying to bypass.
Oh, that's What was it called again?
Ithor.
That's Ithor.
Hmm. You're heading on down on the planet, you said?
Yes, we have to find something on the planet.
That'll be something.
Yeah,
Can't
you're
say I've done
totally
that
right.
one.
Can't say many people have.
I probably got someone you can talk to, but I can't guarantee he'd take any job or any requests. But other than that, you look down. I'm an armsmith.
That's fine.
I don't mess with any of the Astrotech.
You have more. How do I put this?
Are you calling me old?
No,
Because I'm
you
old.
have-
I know I'm old.
That's fine. You have more known connections here, and you can call more people than I can. That's why I came here. You can
Fair.
call whoever you need to do to figure out where we need to go to get it.
Just gonna stop and think. I feel like that's a roundabout way to call me old, but I don't care. Yeah, I could send you to him give him a bit of a heads up to watch for y'all.
I don't like that there's a big red thing on frickin' Roll20 saying that, hey, this is not working now. What? Never mind, it went away. Okay, fine. Bye. Sorry.
You're good. Just. Hey guys. Oh yeah, cloak it. I don't know. I can send you down to him, give you a name and a description. He's
I
fairly
am.
distinct.
I'm gonna be sitting around here for a while because I'm waiting on the specifics of what we possibly need to help you out a little more. But
Well, like I said, I'm not the one you're gonna help you much. He's probably gonna be a better help.
fair.
But you probably should get specifics before you go talk to him.
Yeah.
I do warn you, anything you're trying to get, it ain't gonna be cheap.
What'd you do?
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay,
you just
yeah.
hit the
No,
mute
I
button.
did. Yeah.
Stupid.
I
Okay,
bumped the mute button on my microphone.
that'll happen.
Yeah. I'm gonna sit around until I get a message from them saying that they're ready to go, because then they're gonna go with me to meet this person. But go ahead and send me the information of where the person is, and let
You'll
them know
just
we'll
try
be
to.
there.
All right. I'll just let them know you're coming. Not really want information on it. You're looking for a John piece. He's a human, fairly tall, got a bit of a gut on him. Pretty distinct. We got some, whatever reason, has one of those mechanical legs, but instead of getting a proper leg replacement, he got a peg and a fake eye.
Okay.
You'll find him. He's probably going to be the loudest guy in there.
We'll figure that out when we get there. Until then, I'm gonna sit around here.
I'll let him know you're coming.
Do you know anything about the planet? Anything that stories of one of us going there at some point?
Not much. Watch out for him. Watch out for the hammerheads. They're the people that live there. They can mess you up in the right hurry.
Yeah. Standard jungle life and whatnot, so typical other jungle planets are somewhat typical.
Oh, I don't know about the jungle life down there. I was talking about the people up above in the cities.
Yeah. Hopefully we're not going to be able to go. We're not going to bother with them at all. To be
That's
honest.
the hope, but be prepared.
Oh yeah.
Down there, I couldn't tell you a damn thing.
Fair enough.
Besides, not very many people. I don't know about anybody that's gone on and came off.
Yeah, that was what I was told. People that go down
Had
there.
a few ships crash, and I don't know if people are died on them. They surviving down there, or what's going on.
So we may have Mandalorians there.
None of our ships really crashed. I'm just pointing out that people's ships have crashed.
Oh,
So you might run into some down there.
okay. Keep that. in
Although
mind.
if you run into one that chose to live down there,
Yeah,
I wouldn't mention much to them that you're trying to leave.
Yeah. That's the whole thing I was told. That anybody that's down there more oftentimes than not is somebody that wants to be down there and living down there.
That's about all I got for you, though.
Fair enough. And that's pretty much what Jordan's done.
Okay, so while this is happening, Chani, you said you're researching requirements for what you need to cloak your ship.
Seeing what I'm gonna need in order to get past our security net.
Just make a general investigation to see what kind of stuff you pull up.
What am I?
If I need to hack something, I will.
I'm just letting you roll investigation here.
Okay, that is a 25.
Okay. Digging through, you do go past a couple of firewalls. At one point, you even break into Rainland's databases, which you notice are recovering, but they still haven't fully recovered. You get the specifications of what, not like exacts, but you get a rough idea of what they think is using around the planet, and something that might work. It's very iffy just because they keep it pretty guarded. They don't have it's not very open what their security methods are and how they scan or what they scan for. And you will find a small little helpful tidbit. For the next couple weeks, ship traffic through the area is exposed to be extremely heavy due to a particular event occurring. Where is it? Hold on. My scramble of notes.
I'm just trying to make sure I understand this correctly. The planet that nobody's allowed to go down to and return from is having a tourist event?
No, well, you gotta remember, he's pointed out to you that there is like a full race, like a full civilization there. It's just they built their
Floating
cities
cities.
up above it, cities around
Okay.
the atmosphere and all that stuff.
By the way, I've had another terrible idea.
You're free to interrupt in a moment, but
Oh no, I need to talk to Chani about it. So Chani, she's doing her own thing. It'll come about later.
what the heck is it called? Okay, it's like the herd ship meets the meeting of the herd ships. Basically, it's a big time where a lot of the Thorians, as they're called, that have been out and driving about meet back up. It's a big cultural event for them. But the boil down of it is there's going to be a lot of heavy space traffic coming in and out as people meet back up or gather back on their planet for this.
Okay.
But you have a rough idea of what you think you would need for it all.
Alright, hey. Since Joran asks for it, she'll go ahead and send what she has.
All right.
And then
You
from,
get back a
Yeah.
You get back a text message saying where to meet up and who we're looking for.
Okay, she'll start walking in that general direction.
And so will Jordan.
Lost and never seen again.
Well, this is happening. Sorsha, Eva, what are you guys doing?
Sorsha's just observing because she doesn't understand a thing that's going on.
I was about to say about the same thing. It's more she's confused, so kind of observe it.
She's just along for the ride at this point. She's just gonna shoot some shit.
Okay. Count, you said you had something?
It is to discuss with Chani.
All right.
You can probably catch her on the way out.
Easily enough. especially if you're waiting on her.
Johnny, I've had another terrible idea, and our employer might also like this.
Okay.
All right. So,
Thunder.
you know that kind of warmonger company we dealt with earlier, allegedly?
The one that went kaboomy?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
No, it definitely
No.
went kaboomy.
No.
It went kaboomy. The cause of it was alleged.
Side note: they're still repairing the top of the skyscraper.
Right. So, you know how we might need a new ship? And you know how you stole, allegedly, some of their stuff? So, you could look through their stuff and see if they had any technology that would help us with this cloaking trip and whatnot.
It's a possibility.
And
Theoretically, if you did take that stuff.
Go on.
and either manufacture it, and maybe I don't know. Can you hack a ship's code or whatever that's identifying?
Well, the most
Um,
problematic thing with getting a ship going is getting to the ship. I imagine that they have some placement for it. I know we kind of briefly looked over some of their projects.
And then that leads to my idea of we just steal one of their ships, go there, and deal with it from there.
Or we just,
Steal the technology.
or acquire an upgrade.
Yes.
Not that we would ever do something like that.
No. All these are just hypotheticals.
I'm currently following a lead Jordan has, though. I'll see what that starts to look like, and then we'll talk about other methods.
Here we go. I'll be back here at the Sentinel base if you need me.
Okay, I've got comps.
Oh god. Pirates of the Caribbean just started playing rapidly in my head.
We're still on a spaceship this time.
I told you I had a terrible idea.
This one's got guns.
Okay,
Oops.
so is it just Jordan and China going to meet up?
As far as I know.
Unless anybody wants to go with Chanya, she leaves. They are slightly aware she has a tendency to get
Everybody,
lost.
you're watching her
Maybe.
leave.
Well, Count said he'll be here if needed, so if she needs him to come, or Jordan or anything for backup. If not,
Alright,
Swarsha's just stretching on the floor and she's just gonna lay down.
so Shawnee and Jordan, you guys, wait, that leaves Eva actually. Eva, what are you doing?
No.
Going or
Honestly,
staying?
I'll go.
Okay.
That's what my brain.
Yay.
So meeting up
Travel friend.
at a more local point nearby, Jordan, you meet up there. You watch Chani and Eva get there as you get after you got there, and y'all start to head down. Oh, God, y'all's slipping out a lot right now.
we're in the South, y'all.
Yeah, I know it's happening. But you guys start down. It'll take a little while. It'll probably take a couple, like 2 hours to get there due to public transportation and a decent amount of walking to get out of the grid. I say in quotation marks. And you find like a rundown, beat up. The location you're given ends up being like a very rundown, beat up cantina bar looking combo. And walking around is very obvious. Like you recognize a couple bounty faces here. None of them that you really seen are big ones, but definitely have them on their head. People you run into before, maybe some people you guys have run into before, but very heavy criminal types, or just a couple of them who just don't want to deal with the others.
Yeah.
Like on a scale of shadiness of middle of a town square, okay, it's like an 8.
Keep your
That's
wits
pretty
about
shady.
you in here.
I think it cut man out.
Yes.
Matthew, you're gone. You're gone again.
God damn it.
Because you suck. You're
Wow.
welcome. I love you.
Said you wanted to have a proper narrative?
No,
No.
not allowed.
Bullshit dialogue, that's
No.
fine. You want to try and
No.
narrate?
Illegal.
Yeah.
You got cut out at 8. On the shady
Okay.
scale.
So, heading in, I'm assuming you guys will. Opening up, it's a very grungy place. It's dirty. If
Nothing
if
out
there
of
was
the
a health
normal
code,
control, and then
yeah, if there was a health code investigator here, they would fail. It wouldn't even be like, I need to investigate. It'd be walk in and, all right, putting this on the window. It's a lot of like just little small round tables sitting around with seats around it, bar in the back, shelf of liquor. Very heavy mixture of races.
Jordan's hand is on his blaster pistol.
You're not the only one looking around. Even like
Yeah.
some of the people that look wasted, you could just see have that hand kind of resting on it or right by it.
Mm-hmm. He knows this kind of place. If shit goes off, you better be ready to shoot literally fucking everyone.
And most of them are like it's generally noisy in there just because how a bar is, but little music in the background. They're trying to keep that going. The only big like standout is, as the guy told you, he's a very loud man. And you look over in probably like the 6'2" area. Very heavy set, not heavy set like muscular, but obviously got a lot of extra meat to him, a lot of fat, some rolls on his neck. Very heavy, like broad, fat nose, sausage fingers, and that one weird peg leg sticking out to the side of the table. Got like, of all things, got like one of those bandanas and like one of the actual trifold hats sitting on his table.
That looks to be the guy we're looking for.
So it is pirate time.
It might be. Very tanned skin, oddly enough. Very dirty looking guy. Heavy, like, I want to say trench coat. I don't know if that's the right term. It'd go down to like knee level. Stained shirt, all that kind of stuff. And he's like, he has a blaster pistol on his side that you can see, but for out of a bit of the ordinary, he's not like keeping it close to reaching for it at all, really.
Yeah. I just go over to where he's sitting, and if there's a seat available, I just take it and sit down.
Are we about to have like Chani and Eva flank like enforcers?
Unless there's not other seats, I guess.
Yes, Chinese very
I mean, you could
intimidating.
probably.
Helmet.
I know
kick.
that's what I was picturing.
Question for Ava.
I don't know. With the helmet down, Chani might be a disturbing image.
Question for Ava. Does she got her helmet? Does she wear it?
She got her helmet. I don't know if she wears it.
I mean, most of the time, yeah, unless, relax,
Okay, so
mostly.
yeah. So yeah, you have two Mandalorians there and Chani in her tech suit.
Yep. You guys could probably grab either one of the empty chairs and just slide another one over from another table. It's not a hard thing to do. It's a bar. As you sit down, he just finishes chugging something, looks over, and like, good old silty voice that you might be coming by.
That's us. We're looking for something along these lines, and he just slides the tech path over with the data packet of what Chani sent him.
Trying to get in there, are you? Where are you trying to get into, actually? This is a lot of flicking through. This is a decent bit of stuff.
Sorry.
And I'll point out, this whole time, you guys are trying to like talk normally, try to keep it like with the undertone. He doesn't care.
Oh no,
His voice is
Jordan-
echoing.
Jordan isn't too quiet. I'm just being quiet because I don't want to be picked up by her mic.
No, I mean, but you guys would be talking reasonable temperature,
Yeah, yeah, he's
reasonable
crispy.
volumes. He's a very booming voice guy.
Yeah. Um. It was Ithor, right?
Ithor.
That word always escapes me.
It
We're trying to get to,
slips in the brain a lot.
yeah, we're trying to get down to the surface of Ithor.
Just reaches up and scratches that like 5 o'clock shadow and rolls he's got going on. I'll be a pretty pricey penny you guys are getting in there.
Yeah, and if you have competition that has it, I'm not above stealing it.
Oh, I don't
Be
got
perfectly
competition that has it. I'm not a provider of that sorts.
Well, they offer
Moving through.
the state is still there. The statement is still there. I am not above
I
that.
probably got some people I wouldn't mind seeing fucked over.
Name them and they'll get fucked over.
We'll leave that for another time. So just to check, because it makes no means to me, but you guys got a method of, adding this to your ship?
Just looks at Johnny.
It can be done.
Just occurred to me, how does your voice sound coming from your suit? Like, is your helmet on?
Well, she has the power to modulate it, so she doesn't exactly want herself to, So it's probably a little bit warped at the moment. Or not
Just
warped,
gonna
but
stop.
like digitized.
You got a robot?
Sure.
Still looking at Johnny.
He'll just say, sure.
Okay. Well, I can't rightly suggest stealing anybody that's got this kind of tech, because you steal it from a black market. You know how that goes if you fuck up or don't.
This isn't my first rodeo.
Nah, probably not, but you know the kind of names that they hire on to keep these things safe.
Yeah.
This will be pricey penny, though. Like, you're getting into the couple 100,000 here. You're trying to outfit a whole stealth system on a ship, from what you got written down here.
Mhm. Just looks over at Johnny again. Well, your thoughts?
Alright, sure. I'll take it over. So that's a rough estimate on how much all these parts are going to cost us.
It ain't gonna be cheap, but I can't give you exact. That's just my guess.
Alright. Well, at the moment, we're still exploring options, so... Thank you for confirming that you are a definite possibility.
He's just gonna look up and goes, now, I can offer an alternative. I happen to specialize in some transport. I'm a bit of a courier.
Go on.
So, I'd probably be a damn sight cheaper than a new system. If you're exploring your options.
And you're saying
Okay.
that you have the ability to get in and out without any additional problems.
Oh, problems are probably gonna come up. They always come up, but I've been in this business a lot longer than a lot of people, and I'm still here, and I've been keeping up.
And
A lot of places aren't too keen on my deliveries.
this would be transport there and back, yes?
I mean, you can arrange for transport there and back. You can pray for just transport there. Both are options.
And what's your rough guesstimate on how much that would run?
25.
With how many
100.
zeros?
3. Stops for a second, looks at his fingers. Yeah, 3.
Okay, that's...
Because you got recommended here by a good client. Good buddy.
That's certainly an option, then. Thank you for the information. Are you normally here? In case we decide to take you up on your offer?
I'm either here or I'm at my ship. You can probably get me here, though. Spend my days here when I'm on planet, because I don't got a lot else to do here. If I'm not, leave it with the bartender. He can get a hold of me. Just looks out and mutters, God knows he's got a hold of me. Enough for my tab.
Well, thank you for the offer. We have a couple other options to explore first, but if he came from a trusted source, then that means that you should do pretty good work, so I'll trust you into the bargain. We may return.
Well, raise the glass. The one is like halfway empty glass now, because you got another one in the middle of this. If you want some business, I'm always happy for business.
Duly noted.
And then downs the second half of that glass.
Come on. Let's go.
How much?
Go on.
How much do those 2 rounds there cost you?
Looks down. You know, I can honestly say I've been coming here for 15 years and I've never figured it out.
That's what the tab is for.
Exactly. I don't have to worry about individual drink prices.
Fair enough. Well, information
What
isn't
number
normally,
is this again?
information isn't normally free. So he just slides 20 credits over on the table. It's not much,
I
but
appreciate it.
it'll get you
That'll
few
be a good
drinks.
hearty lunch for me.
For that. Appreciate your services.
Happy to help.
Takes the tech pad back off the
If
table.
you see him again, let him know to stop on by. I haven't seen him in a while. I wouldn't mind.
I will do. He's working on a project right now, so he's probably too busy to come along soon, but he might sooner or later.
Just right. He's always messing with something. That's how I lost my eye. He grabs like the one and pulls it down.
He's working on a fucking fuck off hand cannon right now, so
Oh, he's finally getting that one together? That took him a while.
seems that way.
Well, assuming it's the same thing.
It's a fuck off hand cannon that he looks like he's been working on for years. So anyway,
Well, you know, tinker.
yeah. Anyway, you have a good one.
Enjoy the day, lad.
And I'll follow Chani out.
Okay. I'm assuming Eva's going and not just looming.
Menacingly.
I want to assume she's looming.
Or is Chani loom? I mean, Chani's welcome to loom.
No.
Not Chani. Eva's welcome to loom. Chani is too, but it might not go great.
What is that supposed to mean?
Not it.
You have to
Not
meet a
as
certain
many.
height requirement to loom.
Not that short.
You don't.
What? Chani's taller than Ava!
Yeah, but Ava's much more muscular and has a lot of weaponry.
And is also clearly Mandalorian.
I will fucking bust your kneecaps, bro.
Well, I cut them off.
All right.
Yeah,
let's-
lightsabers.
Then
What?
again, she could. Then again, she does it. Then again, she could also just punch someone in the kneecap and break it.
Probably. Anyway, you were saying?
Let's get back to the party and discuss some options.
Fair. This was the one recommended to me by my people, so I figured we check this one first.
A smuggler's a smuggler. They do what they do for a reason. It's just, then we don't have a personal thing of transportation for just in case purposes.
Yeah, I understand.
Alright, let's get back. I'm gonna do some research on something Count brought up.
If you need me, I'll be around.
Okay.
And we head back, I'm assuming.
Are you guys wonder, to Sorsha and Count, actually, Sorsha and Count, are you guys wanting to achieve anything? They're going to be gone total, like, 4.5 hours.
Swish is gonna take a nap on the floor.
All right. You wake up a couple times, just people, like, kicking you lightly or stepping on you by accident because you're on the ground.
That's fine.
And you get weird looks, but nobody moves you.
She's just tired. She's like hugging Arlo in her arms, and she's just.
You're pretty
snoring.
sure that might have something to do with why nobody told you to move.
Good.
Because no one wants to get shot by a fucking pepper box.
Just like
Count to go.
touch me, move me.
Count to go take a therapeutic bubble bath. And probably fall asleep in there.
All right. So, you guys get back, and it's easy enough to find Sorsha. She's in the same room. You guys are doing some research on the computer. She's just on the ground, passed out, cuddling her gun.
Alright.
Leg kick to the bottom of her foot. Hey, wake up.
I just want to assume that her the knife in her foot just like springs out.
Small little arcs of electricity coming out of it.
Fucking. Hey, wake up. Your shit's everywhere.
Johnny will take 1/2 step backward.
Okay, noted. Chani is out of melee range.
So I should just like, no. And then she turns over and she swats in the air.
Swatting through the hair, you notice the very impressive stake driver equivalent.
Gonna be
I'd
like,
like to Sorsha sleeps with all her weapons on her for some reason.
Well, I mean, you got ready for something and then passed out on the floor.
Jordan
yeah,
puts a
true.
finger in the air and goes, you know what? I'm not messing with that. And points down at Johnny. and Sorsha, and just leaves.
I mean, somebody just tell them food is ready. Something, I don't know.
Sorsha just like sits up really fast. She goes, food?
You issued the summons.
And she's like sitting crisscross applesauce on the floor, and she's like looking up at Eva, and she's like, food? What
Yeah,
food?
and now you gotta tell her there's no food to be had.
Okay, Eva, have fun with that. Sorsha, I'm gonna go research something, and then we might... Well, it looks like we're gonna have two main possibilities of how it is that we're gonna be proceeding with stuff that we're doing.
And what are we doing?
Fun times.
Basically,
We're gonna go have some fun.
we have a couple contracts off planet that we need to go play with. We're just getting some equipment to do so first.
What?
Okay, Eva, you should probably go feed her. I'm gonna get to researching.
She's just looking up at Eva like puppy dog eyes, eager.
Yeah, good luck with that. Where the hell is Count?
You have his comms, so
I know. I was literally about to say, while saying where the hell is Count, he was calling Count over the call.
Count. You are in your bubble bath. You are in a blissful rest. having a wonderful time in Dream, and then you just hear like that calm noise just pierce through it all.
I'll let it ring twice and then answer.
Okay.
Whatever you're doing, get up. We're back.
Give me a minute to get dressed.
I don't
dry
care what
out.
you're doing. Just get in here.
So did Eva give Sorsha food, yes or no?
You guys can go look for the cafeteria.
No,
I was
she was said food. She said food now.
Stay here, wait, I'll get you food. And then I don't come back.
That's rude. That's rude.
I just want to assume that whoever comes into the room next, like Sorsha's hanging from the ceiling, like a gremlin, just hissing.
In the corner, of course.
Yeah, she's just like in the corner hanging from the ceiling.
Johnny, you passively notice this happening in the background.
I'm not gonna mention it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Everybody's just done, just like, nope.
Oh.
Okay, what are you trying to research, Johnny?
Well, it's not entirely disadvantageous if we can acquire ourselves some new ship parts. So I'm gonna go see what these people that kind of blew the fuck up might actually have in some files that they may or may not want people to access that I've already proven I can get past.
But those are the ones you already have.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't have the files. He didn't take many files from mainland
We didn't really have
on the
much
tech
time.
stuff. He kind of
Yeah.
wiped the entire hard drive.
Yeah.
But you can make an attempt to make a slicer kit check.
Roll a dice. The fuck's happening? That's a 31. A natural 31, if it matters.
So it's safe to say you make it through the firewall.
I think so.
Possibly.
Maybe.
The
Just
first
below.
thing of note is digging around. Like I said earlier, their database is still like only up maybe 45% capacity compared to before. Looking around for any stealth parts, they don't have anything in that particular building. They do have one of the orbital shipyards, though, where most of that would be taking place. And they have a variety of side projects up there, from better propulsion system to indeed stealths, or even just like trying to make a better shields, weaponry for them, frameworks, that kind of stuff.
Does anything look particularly juicy?
Hold on a second.
Like, there's a hell of a difference between a stealth ship and a stealth ship that can carry the entirety of the party.
I need to bring up some. Done. And roll that, and roll that. Okay, so you're finding one. Built for a small crew. Now you gotta remember, most ships are built for at least a small group of people rather than just a singular person.
Mm-hmm.
And you find one that's basically a prototype that is almost incomplete. It's a few days away from manufacture, like being complete, as they put it. That has their new, technically legal, from what you know of the laws, technically legal prototype.
Okay, okay. Aside from being in a spaceport, is she able to gain any other, like, additional information, security measures around it, stuff like that?
Probably, yeah, with that. If it interests you, you'd probably step aside to take a look there at the other stuff. Going off that,
I meant, like, what they would have protecting and keeping the ship in place.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Going after your slicer check. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Looking around, they don't really have. They have like a docking bay for ships. Most of them come from a port on here, like down here, close to the main headquarters.
That said, though, this is a
go-
shipyard. I imagine that their projects each have their own little, for lack of a
Yeah,
better
they're
term,
sectioned
hangar.
off.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a bay. You don't want something in this one to go off and then get the weaponry to break everything else because it went boom. It's similar security to that you encountered in the building itself, albeit a little bit harder to circumvent just due to the fact of its isolated nature. There's not as many from what you're checking as like patrolmen and the likes as there would be in the building, or as many cameras.
But it is looking like there's a couple droidicas, a really big locked door, and
A couple
Some-
of trained armed guards.
yeah.
Fuck. You got a 31. With it, you could probably guess total, there's about 5 droidica on the station. But only 2 are ever really out at a time.
Okay. And they're probably not in the same spot. So unless it takes us for
Oh, no,
fucking
they-
ever to get started.
They kind of like... There's like a center hub where the rest of the bays branch off of. They kind of circle the hub, occasionally stepping into the other branches.
Okay.
Now the guards, they have like a set of guards in each hangar.
And standard rotation's probably like, what, 4 or 5?
About
6?
4 for each area.
Okay.
They kind of trust the isolated area to protect it a lot more than the headquarters.
Uh-huh.
Because you don't really see any logs of anything but their shuttles coming in and out.
Okay. So with the specifications on this, she's gonna kinda get it into easily shareable data packet mode. She's going to send out a message to everybody not in the same room to head to the cafeteria. She has something to talk to them about. And she's going to look up at Sorsha and go, "Hey, you okay?
She's just gonna hiss.
I'm heading to the cafeteria. You wanna come along?"
She hops down immediately. Not saying a word.
"Are you okay?"
She just nods.
"Okay. If something's up, you can tell me. You gave me a piggyback ride whenever I was really hurt."
It's been like-
Just hungry.
"Okay.
Very,
She got
very hungry.
Hangry.
Very hangry.
Well, let's see what they have in there." You started to say something, Robert?
I was just saying, she hasn't eaten in almost 6 hours.
Oh, no.
That's a lot for Sorsha.
So all this is happening. Jordan and Kenneth, you were meeting up, right?
Wherever he asked Count to come to.
I told Count to go to the place where Tawny was.
Oh.
I was
I
going-
guess part of the
I
way
was
through
going-
Count would have come in too.
Yeah, I was going to go into the workbench area. And
Anything in particular, or
tinker-
just kind of like
just tinkering
checking
around,
stuff
just
over?
waiting for Chani to do whatever she's gonna do.
Okay, because it's not terribly long.
Yeah,
I'm assuming from your earlier statements, Chani's backstepping a racing tracks, right?
Yeah, she knows how to
Digitally.
not be
Okay.
noticed.
I figured so. I was just making sure.
ow.
What?
I slapped
Microphone?
myself in the face. No, you're
Okay.
fine. No, she's if Max is talking, she can't be heard, but you're fine.
I'm not talking.
She's quiet.
I'm tired.
I just
Alright,
I
So
had a
everybody
weird
meeting
tick.
back up in the cafeteria then.
the food
Yeah.
hall.
Yeah, sorry. I had a weird tick that I felt I had a bug on my face, and my arm just instinctually went up and smacked me right in the fucking head, and now my head hurts.
Stopping your own dumb ideas one swing at a time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyways, everybody meets back up in the cafeteria.
I mean, it's probably around food time, so once we probably have something and have adjourned to a table, I'll start to get at the data stuff.
This is just very high
All right.
school, and I love it.
We're making secret plans.
I didn't even take that. I didn't even make that comparison until just then.
It is very high school.
It's very bully-esque.
It really is. We're trying to take down the bullies. It's gonna happen.
Oh.
We're the Breakfast Club.
Oh my
And
god.
Sorsha's that girl that puts pixie sticks on her sandwich.
Anyway, Johnny, go
Over your
ahead.
time, by the way, Sorsha has learned the proper use of cinnamon.
You're mean.
You're mean.
Okay.
I love that.
Well,
Whoop, somebody's gone.
what? Oh,
There he is.
hi.
Robert.
Hello. Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
There you are.
Hello.
Did you hear my statement?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, it said Count's gonna show up in pretty much just pajamas.
All right, fair.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Sorsha's gonna be upset because she didn't know there was a pajama party.
Does Sorsha have pajamas?
She does not.
This is why she is sad.
Yeah, and Count pretty much just has just the silk, slightly fancy pajamas.
Okay.
Oh, you fancy.
So, from what I've been able to gather, we basically have two primary options that we can do here. Joran's found himself a smuggler, so we can just have him deposit us there and then hopefully pick us back up. But I actually did some looking into what you said there, Count, about the other option. And I'm assuming that the cafeteria is mildly active, so there's a lot of noise, so any given conversation would be really difficult to pick up. Matt?
Yeah, it would.
Okay.
I just thought that was your statement, not a question.
No, I just, that was me making sure, but I said it in the wrong order because I'm stupid.
Yeah, you're fair.
You're
It's
not
a cafeteria.
stupid.
It's fairly talkative, kind of like at that low, constant noise level.
It looks like they have about what we need, and that would be a new ship for us. It's going to be completed in a couple days. We could try to grab it whenever they're gonna go take it for a test flight, or just go over there and acquire it in our own ways and utilize its stealth capabilities to hide it from themselves. Granted, we can find a tracker within that it's sure to have before we get too far away.
Sorsha's
only
gonna
need-
raise her hand.
Sorry, Jen?
I just have a question.
Okay.
What does this guy smuggle?
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Define everything.
Anything from people to weapons to anything else you want.
Sorsha's gonna raise her hand again.
Put your hand down,
Sorsha?
please.
I'm not comfortable with that.
That's fair. I didn't want to be left on planet and have to rely on them to get us back. That said, though, if they are worth their salt at all, then they could... Actually, we could utilize them to get us to the station that we're going to. So that way we don't have to worry about our ship itself being pointed out.
Yeah, they come highly recommended from my people. So,
We may
I
have to
trust
deal with it for a little bit, but not all the way to a different world. If that makes it any better, Sorsha.
I will say-
I don't trust that type. I don't like.
I understand.
I think
we-
we need.
Where are we riding in the ship?
Well, either to the planet we were told about, or just to a station a little bit, in orbit.
I would hazard the option Because I'm down to get a new ship, because I don't trust the one we're at, obviously. I've made my opinion known on that.
I think we need disguises.
So do I.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
And
no.
different names, because we kind of... Those other ones got burned.
God, no, not again.
John,
Yes,
did you ever
yes, I
check
did.
up on those names?
Did
Any-
we check up on them?
Eh.
Not
Yeah.
too deeply, but I'm sure that those poor people have already been through enough, regardless.
Back to
She's
what I
gonna
was
point
saying.
at Chani and she's like, "Are we gonna bring back Elizabeth?"
No. We gotta find new ones.
Oh,
Back to what I was saying. I would also... I'm also in agreement that we should use my contact if we're going to go for the station. Use my contact to get us up there, and then we get our own way out. However that may be.
I'll third that.
I have gotten some info that there are armed guards and droidekas running around, but
do we have to ride in the cargo hole?
I don't know how he smuggles people. Sorry. Again, though, it shouldn't be too long.
Can I get a mask?
So she just like looks down and to the right.
I'd
I
imagine
don't
we
like
can...
the cargo hole.
I want to throw
Okay.
this out there. A lot of the people that work on the station live on the station.
In the station.
You would have
part
seen
of the
that bit.
station. In the station, part of the station.
Yeah, but
We are at the station.
false names and false appearances can go a long way in identifications.
Oh yeah, I was just throwing it out there so you guys were aware. It would be something your check got. Yeah.
Yeah, we're probably not going to be able to pretend to be one of the guards.
I meant also a thing for on planet if
Also that. Yeah.
we do have to deal with anything there.
Sorsha actually can pretend to be one of the guards.
So 2 disguises
Well, it could be the same one.
for that.
Will we the same guard?
No, no,
But that's
no.
less fun.
It is less fun, but if we have some people that just... If there's any question as to how an infiltrator ship got there, in case something goes wrong and it gets noticed, then it would behoove us to have the same people be the ones that stole the thing, and it not actually trace back to us if at all possible.
I will also say this. There have been people that have crash landed down on the planet more often than not, and there is no record of them leaving. And not only that, but there are people who go there to live there actively, often, from what I've been told.
Well,
And if we run into those people, basically from what I'm told, we just don't tell them that we want to leave.
Well, if we happen upon someone who wants to leave, I'd imagine they'd be very thankful.
Exactly. That's why I brought it
Side
up.
note: it's not a common thing that they get to go down there and live on and choose to live there. It's happened.
Yeah, I just used the wrong word. I'm dumb.
I also kind of want a second disguise that I can just throw on at some places, because apparently wherever we go, people seem to know who I am, and I don't like that. I used to like it, and now I kind of don't.
So are we thinking of going up to the station?
I'm of that mindset. A new ship is nice.
Yeah. Let's get new identities again.
Okay then, I'll get to further researching exactly what time it is we should probably be arriving there to have it in the most highly functioning order. See if I can delve any deeper to see if I can locate where the trackers on it would be. Sorsha, you wanna come along and help me come up with some false identities I can craft?
Yes.
Do you want me to go? Go ahead.
2 other things, Johnny.
Okay.
Should we go ahead and tell Sata, and also what about Mirag?
Well, Murag really isn't connected to this at this point in time, and unless you're trying to profit from us taking something else from a competitor of his, I don't think it'll really behoove us. As to Sata, the less he knows, the more plausible deniability he has.
Got it.
And to what I was going to say, do you want me to inform, or well, not inform, but ask my contact how much it would cost to smuggle us up there?
It's probably going to be a hell of a lot less. It might be a higher danger situation, though, but given what I saw of the man, they'd probably be game for it, if nothing else, just to say, fuck them, I did that.
Yeah, no, I'm sure he's game for it, but we still have to pay him.
Okay, Sorsha.
You-
Go on.
Do you want me to ask him how much it is? 'Cause I
Yeah.
can get that done.
Probably wouldn't hurt.
You don't actually have his contact or anything.
No.
But he's gonna walk back
Just
there and
there.
talk to him, spaced
Oh
out.
yeah, no, I'll go back there.
Okay. Just
Ava,
let you know.
with me.
Okay.
What?
Bossy.
Ava, come with me, please. I don't like going into places like that alone that way.
I
Okay, I'm gonna go get to researching and get the crafting stuff. Sorcha, you wanna come along once you're done eating?
Absolutely. And she just like inhales her food and she gets up and runs towards Johnny.
Alright. Count, you got anything to add?
Hoover vacuum time.
I'm gonna go see
Hungry,
if they
hungry
can
hippo.
make me I'm gonna go see about getting some new gear.
Alright, if there's anything you think other people need, by all means grab it. We're going into fighting against
Here.
a couple very dangerous sorts of droids, armed men, and we're going to be in space. So, those are all very important factors.
Here,
I
if you
just
want some.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
no.
I said it first, you go.
Actually, I said go ahead first on my end.
Guys,
Go!
I'm just going to see what free stuff we can get that might be necessary, pretty much.
And if you want specialized equipment, here. And I'll send him the place to go where I've been going for my Mandalorian people to buy weapons and whatnot. They have specialized
Alright.
equipment and you can order whatever you need. It may take a little while to get here, but we have a little while.
Okay, we're now heading into
Just say
something
your-
that requires names and housekeeping stuff. So I suggest a short break here, so all that can get settled nice and quickly.
I have names.
Okay.
Okay,
And
short break.
just
I'm prepared.
say you're with me. If you do go there, Cal.
Got it.
Okay, short break.
I will be back.
Break time.
So will I. Oh.
Can I ask Count what he's looking for so I can go ahead and knock all that? In my book.
Jane is fat. What do you say about me? Oh,
All right
of
then.
course. Second, you go to walk away, cover your front.
No. Hello?
All right.
Go
Then.
to
Okay.
walk.
I can hear you, Matt. It's just
Okay.
You already hit
Ava and Jay.
I wonder if they know we can hear them.
No.
No.
They're just loud. No, one of the things I was gonna go get was basically just a completely separate like outfit and color palette than Count normally has.
Alrighty.
Basically, just a second, basically a second set of gear if need be.
Just replacing like equivalent level armor and blaster pistol.
I meant just the visual stuff.
Oh, just some visual clothes.
Yeah, the
I mean,
outside
that's-
stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cheap. That'd be easy to get a hold of.
Yeah.
I thought you meant you were like adding actual like weapon attachments and things like that, and I was like, all right, let's do this.
I mean, if I can get anything for, if I can go around and get anything else for my lightsabers, but
That's really hard to do.
if if there's any of the like the emitter amplifiers, the plus one basically stuff.
You'd be best trying to
I
talk
could
to
buy one of
Sata
those.
for that.
Yeah.
and buy it off of him if you wanted to.
Yeah.
What are you trying to plus one?
I want to get. So I do want to get the blue lightsaber +1 and the bayonet. And there's also something I'd like to talk to Sata about for the bayonet that's really dumb.
Okay. We'll take care of that when we get back then for the talking part. Now, if only I can remember the shopkeeper's voice.
But yeah. Also
Kind of
also
raspy drunk.
also a helmet mask. Either a helmet or a mask for Count as well.
Like, just obscure features or actually function?
Full helmet with a few standard functions like comm links and other stuff.
Okay. I'll rack up a price for you for all that.
I hear a puppy. I hear a sad puppy.
Yeah,
Puppy, you
I'm back.
okay? You okay? You okay, puppy?
Hello.
Matt,
Hmm.
can the visor for his be like knight style, like folds up and folds back down?
If you want to.
Sure. He still has his sense of fashion and aesthetics.
James.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hello.
Hello there.
She doesn't know if they
Hello
if
there.
she, if
Kenobi.
if she was heard. She doesn't know if she was heard, but she's gonna step away from.
Okay.
We get
Done.
most everything all figured up and ready?
Having only one bathroom sucks.
Okay.
Hang on. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I was typing a message to Matt, but I can finish it. We're doing stuff.
Okay.
So I take it that Johnny hasn't gotten a text message or like a video message yet, Matt?
Not yet.
Okay.
I didn't forget. I'm just.
I know.
He did forget. He's lying.
I have a note in my book about it.
I don't believe you.
Where did it go?
What are these names?
Oh, the
wait a minute.
names? They're great. They're great names.
Alright.
Oh, God.
Start it off in
Fucking
whatever
damn
order you want.
it.
What?
Start it off in whatever order you want so I can write them down on my thingy.
Okay. So Eva is Carrie Brennan.
Okay.
Sorsha is Leah Decker. Chani is Marcia Poog.
And Tradasting?
It's spelled P-U-G-H. The last name is
Marcia?
Leah.
Marcia. M-A-R-C-I-A. Marcia.
That's my aunt's name.
Marcia Poog.
Yeah.
Oog. I'm back.
You just a
Joran
fourth
is
boy.
Daniel Neal.
God damn it.
Because he just looks, I feel like he'd be a
Neil
Daniel.
Daniel.
Well, last time you thought it was a Jacob.
Yeah. You know, those people.
Please tell my count's janitor again.
Count is Kai Beltran.
Kai Beltran.
Yeah.
All
You're
right.
about to dispel some jinjitsu shit here.
Yeah.
Count has jujitsu. I'll say Count has martial arts. So.
No, jinjitsu. It's the illusion.
Oh, jinjitsu.
It was Carrie for Ava. It was Carrie what?
Carrie Brennan.
Leia. Or Leah Decker.
Leah Decker.
And then Marcia Poog.
Yeah.
I don't know how to spell that.
Yeah.
Pugh.
Pugh. Alright.
For who?
For
Chani.
Chani.
So Leia is
Sorsha.
Sorsha?
Yeah.
and was Jordan?
Daniel
Neal.
Neal.
I'm just
Jordan
writing
just
down
gets the most basic ass names.
I mean,
Sorry, Jordan.
At least you're not a
they're
Kyle.
fine.
Not
No,
yet.
at least I'm not a Chad.
Oh
Not
god.
yet.
That's next time.
No,
Next
fuck
time.
you.
No. That title solely goes to Eva because she punched a ghost.
Next time you'll be Chatamir.
Why? I'm gonna heavily petition that there not be a next time after this time.
Well, don't fucking burn these.
Next time you're gonna be.
You
Next
know,
time you're gonna be Chatamir.
I wrote down
I'm not the one who burnt these last time, motherfucker.
4 possible routes that I thought you guys might go.
And you were wrong.
I was wrong about all of them.
Good.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Matt.
I just had a bullet point with this question mark, this question mark, this question mark, and this question mark, and we
And
went
now you're
with middle
X it all
finger.
out.
Hey, remember that place that we said "fuck you" to before? Yeah, fuck them again.
I know. Oh, I really wish we could play like the Pirates of the Caribbean song during all this.
It's slightly off key.
Screamo time version.
Alright, that's a noise.
Ow. I will say, Jordan's last name is pretty fucking basic, to be honest.
Sorsha has no last name.
He's a basic bitch.
Yeah.
I'm
Jordan's
just
last
kidding.
name
I don't know.
is just pretty standard.
What
Not
is Jordan's
standard.
last name?
It's Star.
Jordan Star.
Versus the forces of universe of evil
It's just Joran Star.
versus the forces of evil.
Sorsha
and then he
has no
has his-
last
I
name.
mean, it's kind
And
of
then he
what
has
we're
his
doing.
clan name.
I know, and I love it. It's alright, we need to give him a Warner Cord Stampede.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Petition.
No.
Unibro about to make an early
You
appearance.
have to make the petition to me. I can still decline the petition. No.
No, you can't.
Not
That's
anymore.
That's not how
Not if you-
petitions work.
Yes,
Matt,
it
if
is.
Unibro,
No, it's not.
if Unibro's coming, feel free to bring Shepard. I always have that sheet ready.
You petition the place or person you want a thing to happen with, and then that place or person can still decline the petition. Maybe pissing off a whole lot of people, but they can still decline the petition.
Alright, petition
Look
didn't
at
work. It's
Disney.
time for a riot.
Look at fucking Disney.
What Disney? Who petitioned against Disney?
Do we need a
Literally.
list?
Literally a lot of different things.
Let's not go there. That's a list and a half.
By the way, they got rid of Kathleen Kennedy finally, and George Lucas and a few of the writers from the Clone Wars are just like, okay, we want to move forward and do some of the stuff, but we are not sure how with how much these last movies fucked it up.
Yeah, I know, right?
They're literally confused at the moment how to move forward because how badly they fucked things up.
Well, like, they fucked it up that way to literally ruin the history of Star Wars so they could remake it in the way they wanted it to be made. That was the whole purpose behind those movies.
Conspiracy. Ba 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 ba.
It's fine, the Force is vagina powers.
I'm tired and I'm stupid. Just give me a break.
Yeah, I'll give you all the break you need, but that was just not what I expected the noise to be for conspiracy.
Matt
It was
was
like-
coming.
It
was
was a
like-
Star Wars It's supposed to be Star Wars, and it wasn't Star Wars, and I don't know anymore.
It's supposed to be Star Wars, but it came out Indiana Jones.
It was very Indiana Jones, and
You know
that's
what?
fine.
That's a decent plan as well.
What is Star Wars but Indiana Jones
In space.
Fair enough.
in space?
Fair
It's
enough.
actually a really good comparison, isn't it?
It's
Yeah,
like the
no, fair
same
enough.
person made the movie.
Yeah, I know.
Gasp!
So this is that the same actor is very central in them too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Gasp!
Two very different acting styles, though.
Oh, very much.
One very sexy man.
Oh, they're both very sexy men. To be completely frank.
I would go gay for Harrison Ford.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's not get into that.
That's what quieted the fucking call.
Let's not get into
Daddy-
how many. Let's not get
Daddy
into how
one
many men I
Kenobi,
forgave
man.
for it.
Oh no!
I just hope that Eric has just put, the streams back up and he just didn't tell anyone.
Oh,
The
it's
stream
always
never
on, even on
stops.
break.
It's
Oh,
always
okay.
on. Yeah, this is table talk.
I'm aware I'm on stream. I'm
Daddy
aware that'll
one
never
Kenobi.
be come down.
I'm sorry, what, Daddy? What?
Daddy one Kenobi.
Have you not heard him called that? It's
I
like a
didn't
big
hear-
like TikTok where they complain
I-
that
Whoa.
Padma went with scrawny ass bitchy Anakin when Daddy won Kenobi
Was
is right there.
I'm not a TikTok person, personally, but I've heard
I'm not,
the
but I've
term-
seen that one.
I've heard the term Daddy One Kenobi before. I just didn't hear what she said because people were talking over her.
That's my all-time favorite thing in the world because I only watched those movies when I was younger because I had a huge crush on him and I didn't realize it until I was older that was what that feeling was.
Conspiracy theory, but if Obi-Wan hadn't trained
Oh,
fucking
shit.
Anakin, everything would have been fine. Anakin would have become a Jedi Master. And been fine. And never fallen to the Sith. If
Okay.
Qui-Gon had trained him, everything would have been fine.
By the way, if anyone has contacts, feel free to send Owen McGregor our way. He will definitely accept the invite to come table.
I mean,
Who? I'm gonna need help here. I'm bad at names.
Ewan McGregor is Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh my god, please.
Here's the conspiracy.
Fucking please. I will give him the overpowered character if he wants to join. It's time for Kenobi to make his name here.
Guys, I didn't get to hear the conspiracy.
I said the
I
conspiracy.
didn't get to hear it. It kicked me.
I'm sorry. The conspiracy was that if Anakin had been taught by nearly literally anyone else besides Obi-Wan Kenobi, he would not have become a Sith.
Maybe. I don't know.
If he-
There's some people
if
I
he
think
was-
would have fucked it up just as bad.
Oh no, yeah, no. If he was taught by Qui-Gon, let's just the original person that was going to teach him, if he was taught by Qui-Gon Jinn, then he would have never
Possibly.
gone Sith because Qui-Gon
Possibly.
was more in tune with what Anakin was, number one, and number two, wanted to actually teach Anakin.
By the
Obi-Wan
way,
only did it because
I just want to
because
throw in
Qui-Gon died.
that this is Palpatine, Darth Sidious. I could see him still getting Anakin.
I can see him trying, but Qui-Gon was also more in tune with the fact that there were Sith out there more.
Speaking of Palpatine, Ian McDermott.
Yeah.
Yeah, McDermott.
Yeah,
Welcome anytime as well.
that would be great.
Eric,
Let's just
Any of
have
these people.
these stupidly popular actors that have no chance of knowing who the fuck we are in here.
Eric, what
Absolutely.
Eric, what happened? Your stream went from having 5 viewers to 5,000.
Magic.
15,000.
Space magic.
If we could get Obi-Wan's actor on here, I would love him.
Or Palpatine's. Oh my god. I don't know. I like Palpatine's actor better.
Anakin's,
but-
like, Anakin's fucking actor from who's now a farmer, by the way. Anakin's actor from the prequels would have gotten us a lot of fucking viewers because there's a lot of people that like him.
Let's be real,
Any of-
any of them.
He's
Any
an
actor.
actor dream.
But we're all passing up the all-time champion to bring onto this kind of thing. And their favorite word is motherfucker.
We went two different directions there, Matt, and I just want to point it out. You went fucking Mace Windu, and I went Jar Jar Binks.
Somehow
appreciate
it's become
that.
negative.
How would
Weird.
that even happen? How could we do that?
All actors are welcome.
You could just pretend to be Jar Jar and nobody would know the difference.
Maybe with Jar Jar, but you get someone like Samuel Jackson on here, someone will notice if it's not him.
Nobody, he would never cut. He would never.
You'd be
I
surprised.
don't. Yeah, I
You'd be
can't say
surprised.
never because a lot of these people actually answer a lot of things, from what I understand.
He'd be like, "This is my charity work for the year."
Like if it's funny enough, and if you tweet him and it's funny enough, he likes it enough, he will respond.
His
Like
hope's
that's
still
happened
gone.
more often than not. Yeah, she's it's that time of the month. Put it that way.
Okay.
Bad times.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're just gonna crash a space station into a planet.
No, we're
Yeah,
not.
dude, let's do
I
this.
hope.
Let's do this.
You know what? With everything else you've done, it wouldn't surprise me at this point.
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ. The fucking accusational tone. Jesus. Calm down.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bitter about the massive quantity of property damage you guys have gotten away with.
It's fine. It's
Allegedly.
fine.
Fuck you.
It's fine. I have Featherfall.
You know who I feel like we could actually get on here though?
Jar Jar Binks.
No, the Yoda puppet.
Oh my god.
I don't know any of Yoda's voice actors.
I don't
No,
either.
no, not the voice actor, just the puppet.
Just a puppet.
Whoa. You're fine.
That'd be cool though. I would.
Fuck
That'd
it,
be
George
awesome.
Lucas, come on board.
Oh my god, no.
Come
I
on
would get
board.
my
come
shit.
here.
My only problem is I get the shit critiqued out of me for my shitty story writing.
Oh my
No,
god.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll be the new canon.
I mean, we're
Oh,
probably
God.
we're probably better than the fucking current canon. So.
Yeah, like,
Oh.
I mean, shots fired.
I mean, yeah, that's the point in it. Current
No
canon
big
sucks.
deal or anything.
No, current canon sucks. Everybody agrees.
what is that?
Not everybody agrees.
I have literally never heard anyone
I'm not
say they
saying
like
I'm-
the new movies overall. Oh,
I
compared to the old
have.
stuff. They know the old stuff.
I have.
I have.
I got major shit because I said that they were bad, and I got so many people mad at me because they're like, "Oh, you didn't even give it a try. I bet you like the prequels." And I'm like, "I do like the prequels. You want to know why? Because Daddy One Kenobi's in it, and I freaking love him."
I mean, the prequels were decent movies. They were pretty damn good movies still yet.
The only reason they flopped at first is because we had the original trilogy immediately before to compare it to. Honestly, even though just the plot was phenomenal, it was just some of the talking. It was just some of the dialogue.
They have cringy dialogue and scenes, but then they also have really good scenes.
Like, really good
What?
scenes.
Pod racing's
Like,
cool as hell.
honestly, the shock of seeing the new nice Palpatine, I loved him, and I never would have thought he was a Sith in that time.
Exactly.
Huh?
Just like seeing like helpful, loving, kind Palpatine was a fucking shock, and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy?
I have to say though, that video definitely got it right, Robert. Just that small, satisfied smirk,
Anyway,
the
Yeah.
smuggest. Oh, she's back now.
Yeah,
Alright.
confusing.
I think I hit your volume button because you're very quiet for me. Let me fix that. Yeah, I hit you down on volume some.
Actually, barely picking.
Yeah, you're a little choppy there.
you quieted down quite a bit, babe.
I can see that.
I can
Matt,
hear it.
Matt, do you work tonight? Or yeah, technically tomorrow
Tomorrow?
morning.
Yeah.
Same.
So like, it's not gonna be a terribly late one, like 11:30 midnight callish probably.
Preferably.
It's still a couple hours.
Oh yeah,
Fair
I'm
enough.
so tired.
we still got time to rob a space shuttle.
Yeah.
Station.
Station and
Oh,
the shuttle is what we're taking. The station is what we're
Yeah.
robbing.
Fair. Okay, are we all ready then?
Good to go.
Any additional pieces of housekeeping we had to take care of beforehand? Got all the names written down there for in a minute there. Costumes
I'll
figured
lose
out. Everything.
I'll give hers in a minute. I'll give her hers in a minute.
Okay.
What?
Well, I'm gonna be telling everybody theirs. I just needed to make sure I had them.
Yeah, I got them too.
it's
Alright.
a secret.
I just
Okay.
I want the cost
So-
for the stuff I went out for.
Yeah, I was gonna give you that. The
Okay.
emitters, he could sell to you for 800 each.
Uh-huh. All right. So
The clothing
1600.
would be 30, and then the helmet with the comm stuff built in would be 200.
Okay, so
So total, it
Six-
would be 1830.
all right.
Okay, we good to go.
And I am good.
I think Count wanted to have a moment. He talked to Sato. He said,
Well, that's in game. Making sure I can remove the break sign, which I'm doing
"Oh,
now.
well, yeah. Sorry for the break. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start with Count since he had a conversation he wanted to start. You'd probably get the thing from him. He's still in the medic bay,
Huh.
in infirmary. That's the word.
Your hand okay there?
I mean,
Just opening.
no,
Barging in.
but it's just like, no, but will be. They're making me let it sit and heal for at least a couple days.
I can
as a-
apply.
And he air quotes with like pinky and little finger right next to just like, and just air quotes with those for learning a lesson.
Do you want me to heal it?
No, they'll just do something worse.
What? Like break it again?
I wouldn't put it past him. He like looks around between them. He's like, they don't like me very much.
Do you want me to heal them a bit for the pain at least?
Yeah, I dealt with worse. What did you want?
Ah, yes. So, So you know how there's dual phase lightsabers that you change the length of?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So hear me out here. I have no idea if this is physically possible, but it sounds cool, and that's how a lot of things get started. So, could we take a lightsaber, and rather than a dual phase, at a maximum phase, and he'll just kind of like wave his hand across the sky. And by that I mean you burn through a lot of the electricity and pretty much set it to as high as it'll go without exploding, and just make the blade really, really, really excessively long.
Hmm.
Maybe add some sort of cooling device or what's it called?
Oh.
Power damper.
I don't think a cooling device will help you here. I think this is going to be you burn a power cell and then you put a new one in.
Yeah, something like that, and you just have like a kill switch so it doesn't blow up if there's anything wrong.
Technically, it's possible. I mean, I've worked on extending lightsabers, the dual phases you put up. Worked on those before. I could try when fingers are better.
All right. So what I'm asking here is, if we make something excessively long and stupid like this, basically, if we just need to, I don't know, cut a building in half or something.
I am legally obligated to question the phrases as cut a building in half.
Okay.
I am not
That was
kidding.
just an
I
example.
am legally obligated.
So say like we go kick down the door of the enemy base, if they have an actual like base. All right. So, if, there's like a main power station or anything, and it's like, oh man, I'm really far away from this. Let me just shoot my lightsaber through the wall and all the way over there, then just cut a bit of that. Oh, lightsaber's done. Oh man, this place is going. Let's go. And then we fly away.
He's just gonna slowly nod, like, we could do something. I don't think it'll be at cut a building in half, but it might be a lot farther than most lightsabers.
All right. I mean, you understand. I have no idea what I'm talking about, and I just have an idea in my head that this theme's really cool.
Yes. That's why I'm debating it and what we could get it to.
Okay. If anything, could kind of technically be more like a drill. Where you put it on a support beam or something and then ignite it, and then you've just got a hole there that's really deep.
I feel like you'd be better off with a swing because it lasts for a brief burst, enough for probably a swing, but just putting it on there and turning it on, you just have a
Oh yeah,
hole
you
and
put it
like
on there.
about like that.
Put it on, turn it on, and then swing. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll let you heal.
I will
and
contemplate this.
I'll let you heal and deal with whatever stupidity I've just said.
If I make progress, I'll let you know.
Wait a minute. Wait. Theoretically, how long would this be? If you have any idea.
Can't say for sure yet. It would depend on the efficiency of the crystal, the casing, and the power cell involved.
So what I'm hearing is there should definitely be like a plasma shield or something to block a lightsaber in your testing area.
I had not considered testing. Oh, I'm gonna have to go somewhere for testing.
I mean, I just don't want to, let's see how long this is, and then there's just a lightsaber sticking outside the building.
Yeah, I don't want to. They'd probably get a bit angry with me.
Okay, I'll leave you to heal and contemplate this mumbo jumbo I've said.
You watch them sit down, and the top two fingers, the index and the middle finger and his thumb are broken, and he's currently trying to like use his pinky and ring to on each hand to like slowly write on his pad.
Because this idea has just been brought up. All right, new ways for destruction.
On that note, I think let's jump to Jordan and Eva as you guys are making your way back to John Peace. Which soon enough you get to him. If I can get to his voice again.
Ooh.
You brought in a pirate, we're gonna go steal a ship.
I know.
This is your fault.
It happens. Well, okay, you guys are back to the tavern. He's there. This time he has a massive plate of food in front of him that's about 3/4 gone. And if the remaining quarter is anything to go by, you're not sure that amount should fit in a human.
Ooh.
Ah, I see you got a decent meal in you.
That I did.
Oh.
Oh God.
It's hard. It's hard to get it. I managed to nail it to what I wanted earlier, but right now it's not coming very well. That I did.
Good on you. We may have some work for you.
Oh, taking me up on the offer?
Something like that. Wanted to see the price of a much shorter, but possibly equally as dangerous trip.
It's like chewing on a chicken leg. What's the equivalent of a chicken leg? Like you just having gnawing on the underbone. Wincing at you. How much shorter of a trip are we talking?
Straight up to a space station that's orbiting this planet.
grabs another one. One quick thing, just like strips it to the bone, pulling it out. Ooh, space station.
Rainlands. We've come across, for lack of a better term, better transportation to get us wherever we need to go. But we don't want our transportation, as it's marked, quite obviously by now, to go up there with.
Well, I guess that would depend on what you're expecting me to do for you.
Get us there, and we'll figure the rest out when we go.
Get you there how? Get you in the landing port? Get you in the dropping you off on the outer edge of it all? They
Preferably,
got some nasty defenses on them.
preferably inside is better, but we can
Inside
talk.
is better.
A lot of us don't have the capabilities of, well, spacewalking.
Yeah.
In fact,
You've seen them
I'm pretty
thinking.
sure there's only 2 of us that have the capability of spacewalking right now. Anyway.
I can get you to it, probably. But they're going to know pretty quick who you guys aren't supposed to be there.
We have that covered.
I got a guy who owes a favor.
If you can get us in there, we can
Yeah.
explain as to why we're there.
This one will be a bit cheaper. I mean, not cheaper. It'll be cheaper than the other offer, but probably a bit more pricey than just a short jaunt normally is, because
Yeah,
that's pretty serious firepower we're going up against.
I figured. How much we talking?
Well, hell. Came from him. This will make one hell of a story. I bet I could get some free drinks off of.
Yeah?
How about 12?
He just pulls his arm over, texts Shawnee, how about 12?
Thought you
3
could
zeros.
come out.
3 zeros. It's the second text message. Waiting on response.
How busy is she right now?
I don't know. That depends on how involved the process with you in. It
That.
depends on how the process of you and Sorsha, how involved that is.
Ow.
Well, then Jordan would get a message back that says that's literally all I have at the moment.
We all can pitch in. Is the text message you get back.
And volunteering other people for your bullshit.
You don't know that! Shut up!
I'm not saying a character. Go fuck yourself.
You just get a sigh. Like, asterisk, sigh, asterisk. And then
What the fuck?
a message says, if you can haggle, that'd be great. And then just a fuck off wire transfer. And a text message. Apparently.
Johnny sounds
How much
so
did you
broken.
transfer?
The 12!
Oh, you transferred all 12. Shit, that means I have 16,000.
Fuck.
Oh, my money. I stole that.
I,
It was mine.
Allegedly.
No,
Allegedly.
not allegedly.
Go ahead, Eric. Confirm it's allegedly for me.
It's not allegedly, says Eric. I fucking did it. I killed the man. I took his bank account.
Is that kind of spray robbing?
Yes.
oh god.
Okay, are we killing people?
I'm fucking dead.
I already almost threw up once this afternoon. I don't want to do it again.
Anyway. I'm being told to haggle. So how low you willing to go?
Well, I gave you my number. Yes, I know the voice is changing. I'm trying to get it back, and it is just not happening.
You're fine.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Pick
Oh,
one that's
God, no,
easy and
that's
stick with
draw.
it.
You're doing great.
It was easy all day and up till now.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Hey, Eric, guess what? You made me lightheaded. Fuck you.
I'm sorry.
I gave you my low number, 1,200.
That's a low number. How about
You're
10?
asking me to risk picking a fight, possibly with a company that's all across this empire.
Is there
But like
any
you said,
way
if
to...
you pull it off, you'll be the talk of any.
I know. And I knocked off 1,000 of that for you.
Is there any way you, for that we persuade him? Roll persuasion.
You have to in character.
Yes, but I would say I would like you to make an in character argument for it.
Well, yeah, I was asking, like, is he one of those characters that you could actually do that on? Because I've been cocked.
You can do that with most of them. It's just occasionally there's like a lot of times the request that came up was just like he just can't do it. It's just like one of those few things. You can persuade any of them. You just got to make an actual decent argument. I tried to get.
I have anxiety.
Unless it's like,
James,
here's
you
the
do
evil
have
guy,
to
be
give a
good.
helping hand.
You do not want me to try to persuade someone.
I
You do it.
will help you.
No, you do it.
James, I can't do in-character shit. My anxiety.
You got to learn.
Fuck. Fine, then. Not happening.
Here, try this. Describe your argument that you would make. Like, give your reasons here.
I'm dumb and can't think of shit because I'm not good at persuading people. I'm good at whining. James' reaction just confirmed that. I'm not good at shit.
You could try bitching about the price as a different means of persuasion.
You are free to do whatever you wish. But I will say be careful because you can raise the price.
Exactly. Why I want you to do it.
I do not have the persuasion to back a kind of statement like that.
If Eric may step in. He's not done well
Go.
thus far. You can't hurt too much. Unless you just insult him.
I know,
More
I mean,
than he already has.
I mean, if Joran already thinks it's a good price as well, there's no reason for Joran to really try and haggle too much more.
Yeah, Jordan
Not unless
Jordan thinks it's a pretty damn good price right now.
Not unless Eva annoys the shit out of him. Just be like, bro, come on, bro, dude, guy, come on.
I'll let you make one at a penalty or disadvantage with annoyance.
Challenge him to rock, paper, scissors.
I meant to James, but okay. Ooh.
And because of the method, we're just going straight disadvantage. This is Jory watching this happen.
Jordan just puts his hands on the back of his head like, this is happening now.
In what
Well, if
way
I get a
did
shot
you-
for this.
Okay, but in what way are you? Because I immediately imagined Naruto. I'm not gonna lie.
If you look at me, this is how Jordan looks right now.
So fucking Naruto.
He's just like, alright, this is happening.
So you roll disadvantage, roll 2 and take the lower.
I dropped it. Damn it. I got 217.
Which, after adding your persuasion, is
What?
What is your persuasion mod?
Oh. 20.
Matt?
Does it ever hurt to just hear a roll like that?
Yeah. I've heard him
Let
before.
me roll something for him.
I
I'm
I'm
sorry,
I-
it's just
sorry.
that
you're fine.
roll hurts me physically.
I've had him before. Trust me, I know what you mean.
I went to go roll it, and it was gonna land on a 3, but then it fell off the desk, and I was just like, well, shit! Because it landed, like, right in
Well,
the bag. So I had to roll
as you're
it.
doing this, he's just sitting there and going through more food
He's
and
trying
picking
to.
it clean and
He's
just
so
waiting.
bad.
This man is probably both of you put together times 3.
I mean,
He is
Jordan's
not a
heavy
healthy
man,
looking
so yeah.
boy.
Makes sense. Jordan's not a fucking heavy man by any means.
I mean, I'm short but muscly, so.
Anyway, continuing on.
Yeah, and he's tall, muscly, and fat.
Anyway, continuing on.
And you're just eating this, looking up at you occasionally, eating it, looking up at you occasionally, as you continue all this. And at one point, in the middle of all of it, as you go to say again, he just grabs an apple and just poof and shoves it in your mouth.
I'm gonna eat the apple.
Much.
That worked.
Much.
Oh, that's cute.
Wisdom save against annoyance.
What?
No, that's why I was like, he just made a wisdom save against annoyance, and he found the solution.
If I put something in its mouth, it can't talk.
Just shut the fuck up. Oh my god.
Yeah, but wait until that thing is gone. It's gonna keep going.
You underestimate how much food he has. And while this has happened, he's just gonna look him in the eye, and it's like, look Jordan in the eye. 1,200.
You try.
1,200.
12, not 1,200. 12. It just popped out of me. I'm sorry. I have a different number in front of me from other stuff.
$12 it is.
Well, I appreciate the business.
Pays
Front
him
door, back
12
door.
Pays him only $12.
Do what?
I said pays him only $12.
Not you, the other one.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's why he just looks at
more
Jordan.
rude than, that was more rude than I intended it to be. I apologize.
Oh.
But you said like front door, back door, or something?
That's why he just looked at you and went, front door, back door.
Sorry, that
Text
sounds
message to Shawnee.
inappropriate.
Front door or back door? Included with a wire transfer of 4,000 credits.
Yay, money. I'd rather not go in guns blazing, is what you get back.
Back door.
Oh, wrong.
Well, back door involves a bit of a space jaunt. Because there's
Back
only
door
one real
involved.
door. There's only one real actual door. There's some service
Okay.
panels you can probably get to that you have to...
Just gonna.
That's a good point, actually. Service.
Back door involves spacewalk.
Maybe. Hold on, I think.
Maybe.
Your friend have schematics?
Do you have schematics? Send.
You're just getting a barrage of one ding after the other ding.
And
Yeah,
she's
pretty
currently
much.
busy, so I don't know exactly what I can respond to.
It was literally backdoor requires spacewalk. Send.
I'm not gonna have
Maybe.
this take up
Send.
time that you need. This will just be your reply. It's
Obviously,
pretty well
get
like free
space
action
suits.
time.
Is what you get back.
It's backdoor requires spacewalk. Send. Maybe. Send. Do you have schematic? Send. All in one thing.
Get space suits.
So no schematic. Send.
Eric doesn't know right now.
You had them from your 31 slicer.
Then she sends around about the best access point she could think to find then.
Shows the potential.
Alright, good news. It's a small space jaunt.
Good, I guess.
Bad news.
Ah.
It's a space jaunt, and you're gonna be near a turret.
I'm used to getting shot at, to be honest.
Yeah, but there's one thing being shot by blaster rifles, things like that, and then anti-ship.
You doubt what I've been shot at as a Mandalorian.
Oh, no, not shot at. I meant hit. It's not gonna miss if it shoots.
We just gotta hope we're small enough that it doesn't catch us. Pretty much. Anyway. So you have the 12,000. It'll be a few days. We'll be in touch.
You know where to find me.
That I do. Give me your contact.
I
Personally.
don't trust this man.
If at all possible.
You can usually reach me on this one, and he'll hand over contact stuff.
Puts it in very slowly, sitting at the table.
Puts on his
Goes,
glasses.
I don't have glasses. He goes,
He has reading glasses.
And you watch as he pulls out a data slab and reaches in his pocket for a minute and flicks out a pair of reading glasses and puts them on, and then pulls out a stylus and is like, his fingers are too fucking fat for this data pad. And he's just like, it's like resting on his gut as he's just scrolling through.
Wait, what is that? What are you using there?
Data slab?
Not that one, the other thing. In your hand.
Stylus.
Wait, what? You can have those?
Right on
Oh,
stuff.
Work?
You write on
Okay.
stuff.
Huh. Anyway. Like I said, we'll be in touch.
Take it easy, lad.
And he gets up. Ava. Just. Come on.
Take a thing from the table and
He's like just absentmindedly, randomly reaching out as you guys leave, and keeps eating even more and more. This man has downed more than you guys probably eat in a day or two
Probably.
in front of you.
Ava, we really need to talk about your negotiation skills. But not right
I mean,
now.
you could have tried. You could, you shouldn't complain about something you don't even do.
Listen. 12,000 was a good number. I felt no need to. And if you
I
haven't
did not think
noticed,
so.
I am not a talking person.
I
But
don't.
annoying someone,
I don't care.
annoying someone is not the way to go. But that's not the conversation we need to have.
What that stuff?
Anyway. Onward.
Yeah, and bites into whatever she took.
You took a ham on a bone.
Okay.
Contacts
stick?
acquired. While walking.
What?
Contacts acquired. Money paid. Good to go. Send. And sends over the contact information for the gentleman.
I have security protocols and things to make us not get blown up by turrets to figure the fuck out. And false identities to make. We busy.
Johnny always busy.
Yeah.
Probably never gets a break.
The disappointed, overworked mom.
Chani's overworked and underappreciated.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
maybe I add more work, but I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, say it more. Chani doesn't know.
Sure, guys know.
Sorcerer and Shawnee, how are you guys preparing for this? Making costumes, getting things selected.
Oh god damn it! Oh,
I'm
What are you
anything-
going in with your what are you going in with, like, your story?
I'm leaving
What
costuming
you
and
guys are
storycraft to Sorsha. Chani's trying to figure out any technical aspects that she needs and making sure that whatever identifiers that we end up making are
What's this
functional.
planet about?
It's
Not
not
a
the
planet.
planet, it's the space station, and it's a very small militaristic one, so I don't really know if we're gonna have any.
And
Circus performers.
yeah, and people that are here normally are here because they live here.
Circus performers.
That would be through the front door, and honestly, I don't think that they would let us in. All we really need is a couple of fall identities to lay blame on just in case something happens.
Lay blame on. Oh my.
How similar do we look? Besides Sorsha, I know she's a different race.
To Chani?
Like, how similar does everybody look? Like, could they pull like, we're all brothers and sisters?
No.
No, probably
You have
the
two
only
humans, two Chiss, and a Twi'lek. The two Chiss could probably pull it off, and the two humans could, but you're the fucking oddball out, and none of you guys connect together very well via parents.
Let's say,
Sorsha can change her appearance. Dun dun dun.
I say, do Count and Joran even have the same hair or eye color or anything like that?
I
Nope.
don't think so. But it's more the matter of it's hard to hide your Twi'lek because of the massive head. Laku.
I have the spell thing.
Did not think about that.
I have force mask.
Yeah, Joran's eyes are amber colored.
That is different. That is true. I was thinking disguise kit. That's different. That works like that.
Yeah, yeah. So I can change myself into whatever, like a human if I want to.
Yeah.
So in theory, we could make it to where like Count and Chani were a couple, and I was their teenage angsty daughter.
Oh.
And
Do you
Eva
remember?
and-
You're sneaking onto a military outpost, effectively.
I don't think there's gonna be any talking. It's just we need to try to
I
not
just wanted you to throw that out.
use our names, and
was-
what they catch on camera shouldn't link back to us.
Oh, he told me to come up with a background.
Now, all that will work whenever we're heading to the planet, maybe, but that's a slightly different circumstance. I mean, if you want me to, while I'm
I
making
think you
these,
meant like costume and jobs.
but if you want me to, while I'm making these false identities here, they can
Job.
have some history that I can put on there, so that way they seem a little bit more like
Oh,
actual things instead of just placeholder names.
it would also have been sent that we do need a reason for being there, obviously.
What would be a good reason? I don't even know.
No, we don't need a reason for being there. A reason for being there is as soon as they see us, they're going to shoot at us.
Oh.
That's the problem.
The
The
small
planet, maybe.
crew where most people would recognize each other.
Yeah.
Spaceship tech support.
So, could Sorsha, like, kidnap someone and tie them up and take their identity with her force mask?
Maybe if they didn't live on the space station.
Yeah, maybe if you do it after you got on the space station. That's the problem. Is,
Identity
like I said, most of them live on the station itself. Most of them live on the shipyard up in this on the station.
So I can't steal someone's identity
Would
to
mean
go
you
onto the
could
ship?
after you got on the ship. You guys are trying to break into a very difficult place.
I know, and Sorsha's
I mean, we've tried
very
that before.
clever. Shut up. She's gonna get on the ship, and she's gonna tie someone up, and she's gonna steal their identity.
Well, that will help us get through some doors, I'm sure, whenever we're up there, if we can manage to find one or just a couple solitary guards, but this is more just who do we want in trouble that isn't us, for the
I
most
feel
part.
like that's a suicide.
Because it's more than likely that we're not going to have time to go and scrub the cameras and stuff.
Every mission's a suicide mission.
Shut up, James.
So
Just
honestly,
because you have death doesn't mean we did.
I'd probably suggest, just as an option, you might want to think about just making this little mercenary squad. And then giving them some totally fictitious exploits to make it look like, oh, they're big and bad and stuff.
Sorsha is going to go off of a real gang that she found in the city while she was walking around, and she's not going to realize it, and they're going to accidentally take the blame.
Accidentally.
Accidentally.
Okay.
Well, accidentally, because she's going to think that she came up with it all on her own, and in reality she didn't. She just actually met these people, and she just doesn't remember.
Okay.
Steals
Yeah,
something.
that's not even a hard one to make a disguise check. You're not making convincing of a particular. Let's have you make one anyways, because you're trying to blame a particular gang.
I'm doing a what?
The disguise kit check. It should be under other proficiencies.
Oh. 24.
Okay. That's what Source is doing. Then what is Chani doing?
Making the identities and trying to figure out if there's any security things that she can manage to steal and get ready so that the entire thing doesn't just come down on us and we're able to open up the hangar doors and stuff whenever it comes time for it.
Make a security and slicer are the same check, the same bonus for you, aren't they?
One of them's dex based, you said, but
I thought that was the same bonus for you, honestly.
I thought it would be too, but then you told me it wasn't, so...
Robert is gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Robert is back.
Make a. You're hacking from here.
If I make an intelligence-based security check, it's the
still
same thing.
slicer. Yeah, it'd be intelligence because you're not actually there doing dexterous stuff. So yeah,
Alrighty.
just do that.
I have a mechanics question.
Yeah.
Well, he's rolling that. So if I use the twin meta magic on lightning charge, obviously, if there's two people within 5 feet, is that just attack one, attack the other? Like, is that a thing?
I don't think so.
I think the tail effect would jump to 2 people instead of 1.
That is significantly worse because I was kind of just like, attack 2 people, boom, attack the other, get the lightning off of each.
Well, I'll get back to you in a couple of minutes while they're working on this.
Now, I'd say maybe you could put it on a different weapon, so maybe if there's like a teammate nearby or something, but due to how it has to involve an attack, I don't really...
Yeah, that's what I'm debating.
That's why I was asking, because it's a bit of a weird thing, because as you make an attack as part of the spell.
I got a
So
27.
If
You
it's
got 27?
I would think if it's making an attack as part of the spell, then it would just be making 2 attacks against one person.
I'm debating it because of how it's worded, because technically it targets 2 people. And normally that negates it, but at the same time it's a tail effect. It's a weird one. I'm thinking on it while we
Yeah.
do the rest of this. I'll give you
That's
more
fine.
solid answers.
It's like chain lightning, because you can twin chain lightning. It's just, is it like, it's just basically, am I allowed to attack twice, is the question. Is the big part there.
I don't know. I'm thinking.
You think? No. Eric got a 27.
That's what I was gonna say. Working on it, you can probably get what you think is the access to get in the door, and working on the turret. You probably can't get a ship, but you could probably get yourselves like off of its target.
Take what we can get, huh?
Yeah, so the ship would have to manage on its own different method, but this would probably keep it from just churning and blasting you guys off the top.
Okay.
Okay, throwing it out there. I'm looking at the basis of Green Flame Bait and Chain Lightning. Neither of them work with twin spells, so I'm going to say Lightning Charge does not.
Okay. I was actually pulling up Lightning Charge to read it.
Because it still technically has a tail effect that makes it target 2 people with the same cast.
It's one of those weird things because Chain Lightning, as far as I know, works with it.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
I checked Crawford, what he said on both of them as part of it.
They did.
And this is the
They
basis.
did.
It doesn't work.
That sucks. They took Chain Lightning away from that.
Because it hits one person and then jumps to 3 others as part of the same spell target.
I know, but it was one of those big attack spells that you could actually twin because of that. That's kind of saddening.
So we're going to go with on this one, no, because of how it works.
Okay. Yeah, wanted to ask. I thought about that looking at stuff, and I was like, I should probably ask before just doing.
Yeah. Thank you for asking.
Ow.
That's everybody, I think, no?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Alright, you guys are meeting back up now. Anything, or are you guys going to go with a couple of days' time till then?
All right.
Just before I
go on.
Never mind.
All right. I've got everybody's new call sign for this up. Eva. You'll be handed a name tag. You're now Carrie Brennan. Sorsha, you're Leah Decker. Leah Decker.
Yeah.
I'm going by Marcia Poe. Thanks for that, Sorsha. Joran is Daniel Neal. And Count your Kai Beltran.
Ow.
Let's keep to him this time.
I was just about to say I'll try not to say anybody's real name, but of course you gotta fucking call me out, don't ya?
And we have some rudimentary costumes that'll obfuscate your standard outfits.
And what are our jobs / roles?
A bunch of belligerents who are boarding the station to take a thing. Given the environment, there's really no talking through this that I can see.
Oh, okay.
No good.
Well, I can be invisible for an hour.
That means less fighting, so that's helpful.
You can be invisible.
Yep.
Yay, 2 people can be.
Not during combat, though, which is why these physical suits kind of matter.
Yeah. Well, I can do it whenever I want, as long as I've got enough juice in me, per se.
I'm not going on a juice run again.
Alrighty.
If you're checking for invisibility, that's a 2nd level power max.
Alrighty. There were, somebody was getting equipment. Did you grab space stuff for everybody?
But no, you guys didn't give me a list. I told you I was going out to get some stuff for myself.
Okay.
I wasn't given a list
I
of
mean, this
anything.
is night 1, and there's a couple of days left.
Yeah, we don't want to be suspicious in buying a whole bunch of equipment to go out on some weird thing like this right now.
Well, there are tons of people buying space stuff all the time.
I guess, but we can save it for the tomorrow.
Jordan sent a thing saying that there'd be a spacewalk, so be prepared for that. Once we get in there, we find where we need to go and get in there, disable various things, and get out.
I have a bomb still.
No,
God,
not this time.
Okay.
If you
Sorcerer's
really,
gonna
really,
wink
really feel like
at
it, I can't
Al.
stop you from setting it off whenever we're leaving.
I mean, I can give it to you if you want.
I don't particularly want to. Of course, that said, then they
Okay.
could chase us with their actual attack things, but we're in a stealth thing, so I don't really know how that would go.
Oh no, I just meant for any situation. If you need it, just ask.
I'll let you hold on to it.
You know, the situation where a bomb's needed.
God, if
You'd be
only we had a
surprised.
lot of money.
I did.
You didn't have enough.
How much money you need?
One stealth field generator is 8,000.
I
And
have
that's-
10,000.
Yeah,
I
it's-
have 10,000.
I have 8,400.
It's per person because it's a little personal shield device.
How long does it last?
The generator lasts for a minute and can be recharged by a power source or replacing a power cell. So I have 10 power cells, so an hour.
No, a minute for 10. 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right, you're right.
It's the same thing. I don't know why I fucking went that way, brain. But hey,
Because you're not smart. I'm sorry, that was rude.
I was a little...
but I was just looking up if they were actually things in this game. And they are, which is cool.
Okay. Whenever we need to be heading that way, we'll head that way. And the time until then, we can go and make sure that we
3
have
days.
everything necessary to make sure that we can get through space and other such stuff. And then we're gonna go get a new thing. Any questions?
Not a question, but a statement. I would recommend if we're going to be more stealthy, everybody go and get your... Whoever uses blaster rifles or blaster anything, go and get your equipment silenced, as mine is. Or just always use the harpoon, because the harpoon is pretty silent as it is.
I was just gonna ask that. I'm like, is the harpoon silent?
I mean, it makes an audible noise, but it's nowhere near a blaster.
Silent, but
Yeah, blaster is pew, whereas harpoon is...
I mean,
Fair.
my blaster isn't my primary weapon, but it'd be a smart idea to get it silenced anyway.
Be a smart idea to upgrade it just in case, but that's up to you.
I mean, sure, why the fuck not?
You know where to go for it.
3 days. And biosuits are 1,500 each.
I'm sorry.
Ironically,
but I
Chani's the only one who doesn't need one.
I have no money.
what do you need? What do you need?
I don't need anything.
We
So
have
you
an
need an
organization.
no, you
environment.
do.
We have an organization that we can get write-offs for.
Wait, why aren't they supplying this stuff?
Because this
that's
is off the
sanctioned.
books and technically illegal.
This is off. However, yes, this is off the books and illegal. However, we can be very vague and say for upcoming missions, we need environmental suits.
They are a
Just-
handy thing to have.
We don't have to come up with a reason as to why we need them. Just Count, go talk to Santa.
I planned on it tomorrow morning.
And we don't have to worry about buying environmental suits, I'm pretty sure.
All right, that's one thing. I'll pass my blaster over to Joran. Can you do something with this? Just make it better.
What do you want?
Well, you said getting it silenced would be a good idea, but aside from that, maybe something for range, if that's possible.
Yeah, if I can find a cell, I can upgrade its range a little bit, but that's buying
If
a
you need-
cell.
Well, if you need money, just send it. Just message me how much.
Will do. And I'll look at the party and say, anything else?
Can you do the same for mine?
You can do it.
Eh.
You're a Mandalorian. You can take care of your own equipment.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Anyone else?
I'm gonna kick you in the nuts.
I wouldn't. Anyone else? No? Okay. And he leaves and goes to the weapons dealer.
Okay, for the sake of expediency, I'm just gonna...
Yeah, that's fine. He's just gonna get a cell and a silencer and then fix himself.
Real quick
For the rest
note,
of the
I'm
day.
going to finish up my harpoon gun.
That's what I was gonna ask what everybody was doing.
Yeah.
Getting
For
soup
the
for
rest-
everybody.
Okay, so the 3 days down, Jordan's doing that. Kent's grabbing those. Are you two doing anything else? Because that's just storage stops.
I'm also I'm gonna just talk to Asata, see how he's doing, if he has any projects or anything like that. Curiosities about
Just before
his
it, he'll give
development.
you his fingers are mostly working. They healed him later on that night, but he's just kind of like slowly working on one there. He's not moving particularly quick. But he's like on the theoretical stage of the lightsaber.
If there's anything that needs testing in the field.
He doesn't have anything for you at the moment. Especially given he knows what you're currently working on, can't have it come back. Let me bring it up. But he does point into where you could just go and basically requisition some suits.
Alright. Environmental suits for everybody.
You only need 4.
Sunny has her own.
Environmental suits for 4 people.
Okay. Silencers are 300 each. And a general, are you trying to get like general upgrade, like basically a +1, you said?
The range cell is what he said.
Oh, a range? The range, remember, was not from the store. The range bonus you got was the experimental weapons from Rainland.
Yeah. But I thought there was a cell that also did it for blaster rifles or blasters. Period. I don't remember.
Technically, in the book, there's something, but that's a really rare thing.
Yeah,
I
fair
mean,
enough.
if Jordan can't find it and just finds the +1 thing, so that worked too.
Yeah.
I would say you can get an enhanced one for what you have for 1,000 each because, well, +1.
I will get 2 silencers. I'll get the 300 from Ava and the 300 from Count for the silencers. And Angry Mike. And the 1,000 it would need to get a +1. And I'll tell Count what it is.
Okay.
Alright.
So Count's giving me 1,300, and then she's giving me 300.
I never agreed to that, asshole.
Are you not
You
going to
asked
upgrade
him
your
to
weapon?
get you a silencer.
You said you weren't gonna.
I said you can upgrade your own stuff. But he's sending you a text message right now saying, "Hey, I'm getting a silencer. It's 300. Forward the credits." Are you not going to forward the credits?
Fine, fucker.
So 300 from her. So you got to do your own math on your credits. And then I just give the money to the guy and I bring all the stuff back to fix myself.
Okay. Sorsha, what are you doing?
I'm so fucking salty.
So, Sorsha overheard that Jordan doesn't have a whole bunch of money. And she is just feeling really generous today. So she's going to put 3,000 credits in a little box and she's gonna put it in Jordan's room with a little bow on it, and she's gonna say, "Here you go, bud. Buy you some food." Smiley face, Sorsha.
I'm worried what 3,000 credits of food looks like now.
That's a lot of food.
Well, the reason she says that is because that's all she really spends her money on.
I
is
know,
food.
it's just the image is glorious. Okay, you'll come back and find a little box with just one of the little chips for credits in it. It's just a singular chip inside of an oversized box for it.
No, it is 3,001
Message.
credit chips.
Oh god.
Message to literally everyone that he has a contact for. Well, not everyone, of course, but all the party members. Who the hell did this? And then
It
tries
says
to send a
Sorsha.
picture. Does it say Sorsha on it?
Yes.
I
Oh,
said
I
love
didn't hear that
Sorsha.
Then Sorsha gets a text message. Why?
I don't use my money for anything else but food. Here you go, heart Sorsha. Send. Smiley face. Send.
Okay. ... Tries to find the thumbs up emoji, gives up halfway through, and just sends okay.
Sorsha's a little disappointed at the lack of enthusiasm or thank you, and she just she
he's
frowns.
not a talky boy.
That doesn't mean the characters don't get upset, James.
Talk about it.
I'm apparently.
Sorsha was hoping to make a breakthrough with this, and it didn't work, and she's very upset because she just
Johnny.
wanted to make a connection.
Make your roll.
Why you look so disappointed in
24.
Not just you, it's you and James right now.
Hey! I didn't do this. I was content to just work on guns. All right.
Sorsha was just reaching out because she wanted to make a connection with Jordan. She's trying to make a connection with everybody, and she thought she made one with Count, and she's made one with Chani.
I don't care about the connection to him. I'm like, we got online to voice chats. We didn't have to text. Just to voice chat about what we text.
Can't
Yeah.
escape it.
Okay. Let me check what you had done.
It was the augmentation for the barrels.
I know. I was
will-
just checking what you got done last time.
Ah,
I will say this, Johnny.
Yeah, you can finish it up.
The next time you see him, you can kind of sense that there is a little more of a connection.
What?
He's a lot more.
You said Chani.
Yes, sorry, Sorsha.
Congratulations.
Sorsha can sense that there's a little bit more of a connection there, because
I feel like
Because
from across
Jordan's
the
a lot
room, they
less-
just
Max. Sense emotions.
he's a lot less crass, a lot less brute fortish.
sense emotion.
Oh my god, my ears.
If she uses that, then she will get the sense of, I don't know what the fuck happened, but I like it.
I feel like they just like
Appreciation.
share a glance, like she's across the room and he's across the room, and they just kind of like stare at each other and they give like a little like confirmative nod.
Sure, if that's what makes your heart content, sure.
Yeah. What?
James.
Housekeeping, Matt, a d6.
Yeah.
Okay,
A d6 extra of each type.
gotcha.
I'm
Depending
character
on which
building.
one's
You have
coming
a
from.
problem with that?
Oh no, I was amusing myself. I was laughing. Oh, but you finish. And the final day runs around. It is
I'm
time.
gonna cry.
Meditation and prepare.
Gearing up for your jackets, masks, all that fun stuff to look like this gang. Meeting up at the location he told you all to come to.
Sorsha's gonna use her force mask.
Well, it only lasts an hour.
That it lasted 8.
Never mind, she's not going to use her force
No, it
mask
lasts
yet.
an hour.
Oh, it's really
It's
short.
like it's disguised self. Yeah, it's like disguised self. Effectively, it's just an hour.
For some reason, I thought that lasted a lot longer.
No, it's only an hour.
I'll give Sata the go. We're going. Hey, we're
I thought
going
it
on
was longer
vacation.
than that.
See you when
I
we get
thought it
back.
was until combat or something.
No, that's
We'll check, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's only an hour.
I thought it was until combat.
You're right.
But I might be wrong.
No,
Somebody
it
check
lasts
the
during
book?
combat, but it's an hour. For some reason, I thought it was 8. I don't know how that number crept into my mind. It might have been Alter Self I was thinking of.
Seeming, which is similar, is 8.
Maybe.
I mean,
but that's a much higher level.
Yeah,
8 is a good number, though. 8 is a great number.
I think we should go with 8.
we're going with an hour.
So someone should tell me when I should do that, because I don't know when I should do that.
Probably
When we
right
get
before we
Oh.
get on station.
Yee.
Okay.
Anyways, you getting up? Somebody said they were telling Sato something.
Telling him we're going on vacation. We'll message you when we get back.
Just get back. Safe travels.
Feel free to send us any updates.
Yeah, it doesn't reply to that one. And you guys get to the Bay Area you were told to go to, and there's a decent sized ship, not huge, kind of like on the smaller end of the medium scale. And what looks like one of the shuttles that you can guess, like an old B&Up shuttle that was used to be used, like it's been scrapped. And you just hear it in just a loud, a really bad singing tune coming from inside of the little shuttle. And coming walking out is John Pierce, who only 3 of you have seen to count in Sorsha. This is new. This is a large man, and that much weight probably shouldn't be walking, but it is. To Chani, Eva, and Joran, he looked big sitting down. He looks bigger standing up. And he just walks out humming, kind of limping a little bit with his leg, singing, and then walks into his ship with a very large, bigger than a basketball-sized piece with some wires coming off and some sparks.
So Usher's just going to try not to stare.
We good?
Oh, he's in his ship.
Oh, I thought he walked out.
That's what I say. He walked out of the shuttle and into his.
I just walk up to his ship.
Well, let's get this over with.
Names are active.
I mean, he's already taken off.
Going into the ship, he just talks and he's like, go on in.
Now,
Just need to connect this here and...
Chani, did you say anything about...
You fucking idiot.
I'm sorry,
I'm
what?
not saying
I already
it
know your
in
name.
Character.
Okay. So what are you
I'm
saying out of
saying-
character for?
She just said names are up.
I know. That's... Jesus fucking Christ. It's fine. Eric, did you tell Joran... Did your character tell Joran
Ah,
anything about the gun not shooting at the people, but shooting at the ship?
Yes, everybody
By
would
the
have been
way-
briefed before we headed this way.
by the way, Max, bless you.
Thank you. I
Then,
didn't get to mute in time.
It's okay.
Daniel would go up and say to the man, gun is still active. You're gonna have to dodge it on your own. But it's good for us to walk on the
Well, if it all goes to plan, and he's shoving crude wires, the mechanic skill is probably making your eye twitch, Johnny. I won't have to dodge.
Well, then I wish you luck.
Why
I
am I
figured
doing
I'd let you know.
myself?
And he's gonna go sit down and start to slowly put on the spacesuit over top of everything else.
Johnny, your eye twitches more as he Fitz goes to set it in something probably, and it doesn't go in. And he just pulls out a hammer and just starts going ping, ping, ping as it's slowly working its way into the slot.
Johnny's gonna keep an eye on Sorsha, because she mentioned being worried about this.
Okay.
Sorsha doesn't like it. Sorsha sits on the ground in kneeling position and she just stares at the wall.
She'll go ahead and pat his shoulder.
She looks at her and smiles, just like a thank you.
And then you'll feel a cape draped over you and an apple float in front of you.
Sorsha just bites at it.
Just calm down. It'll only be for a couple days. And then we get our own ship.
Days?
Minutes.
Minutes? Oh.
It's around this planet.
Sorsha's about to cry because she's like, days?
Not days.
Didn't realize it was that quick. Oh, suit up.
As Jordan's about half done putting on a spacesuit.
As he just walks out a couple minutes later, he's gonna see everybody looking around. He's like, "Is there a problem starting?" I don't think I fucked anything up yet.
Besides that port over there.
What port?
The one you just hit with a hammer.
It's fine.
Ugh.
Sorsha's just kind of glaring that man down.
I feel like I've done something, but I can't say what. There's a long list.
She's just not a fan of, enclosed spaces. It'll be okay.
Just
Sorsha just
okay.
goes, that's not it, but okay.
Have I done something I can clear up here? Because I've been on jobs. Working with somebody who obviously dislikes me is not necessarily the best thing for me.
Just go ahead and get us there. The sooner you get us there, the sooner it'll be better.
Okay, here we go. We're all ready to take off whenever you're ready.
Jordan working the chess piece on. Just go.
I want to think that everybody else starts getting dressed whenever Count says so. Finishes getting dressed. Jordan's still halfway done.
Because he's still trying to. Well, yeah, it would make sense because he's trying to fit all this junk over his guns and shit.
He's old
He keeps
man.
He keeps getting zippers stuck on everything.
Oh. Because this
Yeah,
time,
that's what
I'm
I-
not going in half-mast. I'm going in full-mast.
Well, if it lasts more than 4 hours.
But we don't have a
You've
dedicated
had a
doctor.
problem, obviously. Taking off then? Alright.
Oh, we're taking off. Right.
So walking in, he's in there, he's humming, and he's in the cockpit room to him. You guys can fill in the same area. It's a fairly spacious room. And he's just kind of humming to himself and sliding along his chair. Basically like a track. He can just swing along this long board of stuff he needs to hit if he has to hit stuff. He's like, well, you guys might want to strap in. Here we go. And you guys take off. And you guys cleared everything, get up into space. Start to get to that, artificial gravity versus what you know on a planet. And you start circling around. You pick up speed, you jump. It takes about an hour and a half because he's trying to circle partially around the planet. He's going like a very obtuse way. As he gets closer, he's like, well, let's see, and cross your fingers. And he flicks a couple of switches. And I need to make a roll for him. Bitch. Alright. Things are like the outboard lights go dark, it goes quiet. You can tell he's probably activated some kind of shielding or stealth tech. And he's looking around at the different displays. That one eye's flicking in weird ways. And you guys are just about to enter what would be cannon range. Or, well, anti-defense range. And as you go to go in, he starts to hold his breath for a moment. And before getting into it, they swivel. And then they keep going. After a moment of stopping. And he just lets out like a bit of a sigh. Just that's a surprise it worked. He'll pull up and he's like, alright, you guys might want to load up into the outer docking area. We're gonna drop you.
Alright, we're ready for this. There's no stopping once we head out there.
Thumbs up.
Okay.
Swisha's like, I'm always ready. And then she whispers that's a lie.
It's okay.
And it comes over the intercom. It's like, alright, I'm landing here. Open it up and just gives you a countdown. And hits the button, the pressurization goes through, and you guys are looking down. He's latched onto the outside of what looks effectively like a large plus station when you're looking around.
Well, let's get this over with.
Sorsha has now used her force mask.
What do you look like?
It could be anything.
Literally anything.
Would
Human.
Count note this at this point now?
Sorsha's
Yeah, you'd
gonna
feel it.
change into a human to blend in a little bit better because she feels like there's a lot of humans. So she wants to have dark curly hair, and she wants to be slightly tan. I'm living my fantasy, by the way. She wants to be tan, and she
a
wants to
strange
be
accent.
yeah. She's going to have this accent,
Oh no.
and her yellow eyes turn to blue.
Okay.
Oh hey, that's something Sorsha and Torin have in common. We both have yellow eyes.
Well,
Quick
Well, not
caster thing.
anymore.
If you took away your spell slots whenever you cast Sense of Motion earlier, that was a different day. They would all be back now,
Yeah.
and it would just be the 2 for this spell.
Yep.
Okay.
so out of your 8 points, you are now down to 6.
Sorsha, we need to have a talk later. When we're not in space.
Sorsha just like, why?
Not now. Names.
You know
Yes.
your name.
Well, luckily in the void of space, it doesn't really matter.
You literally only have comm links right now connected. Yes.
Yeah. We trundle along.
I feel like that's an
Yeah.
attack, but
No, it's, I've got these spiky things that are connected to it, and I'm going to be walking rather slowly. So.
I know.
We all
No,
pretty
we
much
still-
have
Making your guys there. Making your way there. I want everybody to make a stealth check here.
Making your way downtown. Ba, ba, ba.
Walk in slow.
Ba,
Spider-Man.
ba, 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 ba.
And after you guys get a certain distance away from him, probably like 100 feet away, you're going to watch as the clamps on the ship release, and he just
We're
kind of
doing
starts to
stealth?
drift off a ways before activating and going.
We're doing stealth.
Yeah.
Group stealth.
25.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Also a dirty 20.
27.
Okay.
Dex party.
Hell
Ava,
yeah.
stealth.
I'm betting an 8.
Hey! Stealth.
Please pay attention.
Wow.
13.
Encounters.
Okay. As you guys going hit closer and closer, because the access port that was noted for like kind of like a more unviewed area when you first drop in is right near the base of one of the turrets that kind of swivel looking for ships. And as you guys keep getting closer and closer, it's just low enough will it spin and shoot, but nothing happens. You guys arrive at the access panel easy enough.
Alright, we get in there. We keep as quiet as possible. Get the thing, get out. Let me get this
Super
door open.
Yep, you already did the thing for the door here, so it's just easy enough to open up.
Alright. Are we encumbered by our spacesuits? Like, are they actively
No.
heavy?
No.
Okay.
I'm not doing that right now.
Well, it was entirely possible that we'd have to leave them here so we could get to the other place. Quickly and succinctly.
Yeah. I
Alright
don't think they're very cumbersome.
then. Johnny's gonna pull up her little map of the area and... We should...
You are in the corner of the weaponry depot, like the weaponry wing. If you made like a plus, okay? Your weaponry ring would be on the left sidebar, and the stealth would be on the top bar.
So we have to go...
And you are in like, look, if you make a plus, you're on the top left of the weaponry wing.
Alright. So it looks like it's in this direction. Come on, let's go.
As you guys drop in, looking around, right now in the weaponry wing, there are the 4 guards. You can see you guys are out of the way and still unseen. But there are 4 guards stationed sporadically. Not sporadically, just certain points throughout the room. And then there's what seems to be a singular scientist down there working on something, although he obviously looks a little sluggish right now.
Does it look like there's a relative pathway that we can stealth our way through?
I mean, technically, yeah. Yeah, there's probably a pathway you could do to sneak through. Using the same one.
We can.
Maneuvering around, there's a couple of moments where you have to wonder if they actually caught a sight of you or stuff, but nothing actually gets raised as an alarm, so you assume not. Eva stumbles at one point and almost knocks something off, but you guys catch it and put it back on. It doesn't make any really noise or any of that. You get close enough to the scientist, and he's just... You pass fairly close to the scientist, and he's just there muttering to himself as he's obviously flicking through things, trying to redesign or something. The weapons on that ship look pretty mean at the moment, though. At least the ones, like the weapons they would put on them. And you definitely hope none of them fire if you're in here. But without much of an issue, you guys make it to the door that leads to like the central hub area of the shuttle, not the shuttle, the station. Opening it up, it's like a circular bit. Right now you want to like walk around like the outer hallway.
Okay.
Hold on a moment.
Pretty sure we're just stealthing our way as quickly as possible to where the
Yeah,
ship is
I
docked.
just
Yep.
got. I just said hold on a moment because I got a message, and I wanted to check and make sure somebody wasn't doing something.
Okay.
So entering the bit of this, you guys are walking along, trying to go up the follow the corner, like just to wrap around to get to it, and you start to hear a noise you've all heard before. It's a little tink 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 tink. It's one of the Droidekas, one of the destroyer droids that you can hear coming. You guys recognize the footfall. You guys have dealt with them before.
Invisible.
Dealt with meaning ran away and hid from.
And right now, you guys are kind of in a more open hallway.
Yeah. Thick. There's no doorways. There's no nothing.
There's some doors you could probably step off into.
Is there a roof? A ceiling?
Well, yeah, but it's still flat. What I mean is, even if you do that, you'd still be out in the open. It's a droid. It scans a wide area, not a tunnel vision like a human.
Jordan
You'd
kind
be
of
aware of that.
Jordan just quietly goes, 2 fingers. Everybody that can't go invisible, follow him. And he's
Sorsha
gonna
has
enter
no
one of the
choice but
rooms.
to follow.
As you guys all just step and file into the room, you look up. There's 2 what looks to be off-duty scientists, just like midway through a bite of food in this small rec room.
Gun is
Sorsha's
a
No. Sorsha's just gonna sit down at the table, and she's just going to pick some food from her bag, and she's just gonna start eating it and be like, "Hey, what's up?"
They freeze for a moment. It's like, and one of them starts to get up to run.
Weapons drawn.
She's
Guns.
gonna grab him and snap his neck.
Jesus Christ.
What? You want to reach up and snap his neck.
Maybe not specifically that. Use your tools.
You want to what?
Snake driver his neck.
Fine.
That'll do
She's
it.
going to kick him under the
No,
table.
I
and
couldn't
shock
hear
him.
you. That's why I was asking what. I have an echo.
Oh, well, she changes her mind. She's going to use her shocky boot, and she's going to stab him under the table in his leg, and she's just going to shock him.
Make an attack roll with advantage because these guys are surprised. I'm not even going to activate initiative.
Sneak attack.
What are you guys doing while all this is happening?
Jordan was literally just gonna flop the gun out and go, sit down.
21.
You hit him.
Counts outside the room still.
He's like on the ground. He just like lets out a ah, and he grabs his leg as he hits the ground. So you just stabbed him in the leg.
Shocky.
That doesn't stop people from screaming in pain. That makes it worse.
I don't know why I was just thinking he would just go down in silence. Am I not even gonna roll for damage? Is that just not a thing I'm gonna do?
Your minimum damage with sneak attack is over twice what your standard being can survive.
Maybe I want him dead.
Send a message.
Do you?
Yeah,
We're
I
about
want him
that.
dead.
We're about that
Then
gang
you wouldn't
life
kick him in
now.
the leg.
I mean,
I'm
right
gonna
now.
shock him. I'm gonna stop his heart.
Jesus.
So instead of kicking him in the leg, you kick him in the side of the, like up in here, with a long kick, and it just goes up, and it's just like a instead, and he just slumps on the table.
I mean, we're about that gang violence now. That's who we're
Technically, he's
posing.
right.
She's
Is there
in character.
is there a closet
And
nearby?
at the same time, because this is before Jordan gets a chance, apparently. There's a closet nearby, and the guy's just like, as he's standing up from the table, as his buddy just got shanked and hits the ground.
Can I do
Headshot.
another thing?
The others will get a chance to do stuff first, because
Headshot. Because I have a silenced blaster rifle.
well, I don't roll, I guess, just to see if you roll
It
a
is.
1, but
It would be a disadvantage, yeah, but
Well,
why?
it'd be straight.
Would it?
because it's a called shot. but it's
I don't think you need to make a called shot. I just pointed out how little help these guys have.
well, the dice says this man died, so that's a crit.
Okay,
Not necessary.
and you just make a stealth roll.
Yeah, fair.
You get to make a stealth roll immediately afterwards. It's not automatic.
Yeah. It's gonna be a dirty 20 again.
All right, and the man just as he stands like, it hits the ground as like the top half just goes. It's just a clean bolt goes through.
And there's a closet in this room.
I mean, not really a closet, but there's cabinets.
There's probably a freezer.
Sorsha is going to stuff them into the cabinets.
Okay, you still have blood spills all across the guy from his where you kicked him in the side.
She'll clean that up later. She wants to stuff them in the closet.
Okay,
And she's
it's
gonna
a
lock-
cabinet, but you can do so.
She's gonna stuff them in the cabinet, and she's gonna lock the door. If there's a lock on the cabinet, if not, she's gonna put like a little stick or something in there, so that it doesn't just like fling open, because she thinks that'd be traumatizing for someone.
Yes, that is of concern.
Okay, you do so.
She starts to mop up the blood. Or clean up the blood. She's assuming that they have like tissues and stuff in here if they were eating. So she's just like kind of clean up
There's
the
like
blood with
basically
tissues.
paper towels. They
She's-
didn't have heavy.
Paper towels. She's gonna paper towel this bitch, and she's gonna clean up that blood as much as she can. And
Make
if
a-
someone walks in, she's going to cut her arm and pretend that she cut herself while she was eating. And that's all the blood came from her.
I want you to make the side note. You look absolutely nothing like the people on this ship. Like your uniform.
Well,
With you trying to act subtle. You guys, she told me she wanted to make it from a gang from on the Coruscant. And
Yeah,
it looks nothing like the way anybody else in this shuttle's dressed.
Well, I'm just saying I don't want them to know I killed someone, so I'm going to act like I was hurt.
just ignore the bloody foot.
I accidentally stabbed myself with my own foot.
You can take the time to clean this up, but it'll take time to clean up.
Yeah, okay, that was messy. We're still on the move here. Once that droidica passes, and I think Count's still outside, I'll send him a message, ask him. Then we continue
Sources
on our way.
regretting her
No, you
decision.
guys all. I think you guys all piled in the room. Otherwise, the Droideka was gonna find you.
Count's still outside, I thought.
I was
Count
I thought he
invisible.
was.
invisible. Yeah, Count immediately, as soon as he heard the sounds of Droideka, went invisible and he stayed up.
You're outside.
They didn't have like infrared or anything before. I'm like literally pressed against the door, pretty much, just like pot sticker.
You don't know if they had infrared before.
Well, they didn't find the other people.
You guys were under stuff and out of the way. And Chani did tech-based stuff.
Force invisible.
But
But
again,
yeah,
you wouldn't know that.
I was at the door. I'm not changing.
Let me
I'm
check
not changing my
something.
decision. I was at the door.
I need to check something.
Well, I had a stealth of 20, and technically, having advantage on something passively like that is supposed to be +5.
Well, yeah, but it's just a matter of you don't have a spot you can hide. You still have to have a spot to hide.
If there's like a little inlet in the door at all. Now, if it's completely flat,
But it doesn't provide cover from heat signatures.
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
I mean, we walked in front of one of these before, and it didn't like notice the non-invincible people.
You guys walked in
that
front
was-
of actual guards, not droids. You walked
We-
behind and around droids.
We dealt with one before.
Oh,
Pretty
He's fine.
pretty sure.
I know what Sorsha's gonna do.
Uh-huh.
So she's going to take the appearance of one of the guys that she killed, and she's gonna blend in. Chameleon.
Mark off another 2 points.
That's fine, chameleon.
But point is,
I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
no, you're fine.
Is pot sticker count seen? That's the question.
Do we hear the noise? Pew pew, pew pew.
Hold on, I'm actually rolling something to decide.
I have something ready.
Alright. As it rolls around the corner, it's clacking by, and you shoved yourself into the inlet as far as you can, but it's not a big one, it's just for a door.
I am ready to lightning.
So, you get around the corner, it gets around there, and it starts to trace along, and you guys are still in the room, and Count, you just get this message from Chani, which is...
Is it gone?
And as you get, is it gone? It's clink, 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 and then it stops. And then it just churns. You guys gotta roll initiative. I didn't think anybody was staying outside.
Yeah, I said I was staying outside from the start.
Yeah, I missed that bit. I thought you said you were going in with the invisibility.
No, I just invisible stuck to the wall.
Why do we all have to roll initiative?
It's,
Because you're all gonna hear it.
yeah.
And that means when you choose to take actions, you can.
But Sorsha's just gonna start eating the sandwich.
Sorsha, we gotta go, one way or another.
Life now. This is her
You-
life now. She's
No.
just gonna take his life.
Interesting.
Let me roll initiative.
Well,
What's that?
fuck
What's
shit.
that?
Damn it.
That's not bad. Um, 30 to 25?
27.
Yep. Uh, 24 to 20?
20.
I got a 20 as well.
21 Joran.
I love the fucking
20,
sigh from fucking
Eva,
Chatty.
20.
Oh.
she's always last.
What'd you get?
15.
This is the first time that Sorsha's done good in initiative.
No, it's not the first time.
You had to roll a 15.
I got a +4. Does that matter?
So what is it? No.
Okay.
If it's the same
It has a
bonus,
plus
the same-
4 and it rolled 1 higher.
Okay.
Well, I was just saying, if it was the same roll and the same bonus, they have to roll again.
I'd lose that
Yeah,
one, too.
no, it's 1 higher.
Always last.
Count it to the best of your knowledge. It seems to have looked at you because it's starting to wind up like a charge.
What's the name of the gang, by the way?
I don't know, Sorsha. What's the name of the gang? Or do you have a name?
It's the Bang Gang.
All right, on the back of your jackets is the Bang Gang.
It's bang
Big
gang
snort.
time. Spin one force point bonus action. Lightning charge from invisibility. Just
Well, you don't get the advantage of invisibility because it's obviously seen. But
well, now it sees me in non-infrared.
make your attack.
Okay. All right, that's a 31. Wait, no, sorry,
I'm
wrong
sorry,
thing.
sir. I don't think
Sorry.
that hit. I'm just kidding.
Wrong modifier there, but it's above it. 27. Sorry.
That'll still hit.
Okay, and smite.
All right.
I
Roll
can
damage.
just use my brown and white dice now. Wait, no, wait, shit. Yeah, this is third. I need more dice. Because the electrical damage as well.
Get your fucking dice out before we start, motherfucker.
No, I needed more dice.
You should have gotten that out before.
Special dice.
I think it's more if he was unaware of how many dice he was going to need.
Have all the dice always ready.
I forgot about my
Come
smite
on.
upgrade. Okay, I'm gonna roll the electric. I'm gonna roll the electric one first because electric does things for droids a lot of the time.
In this case, it doesn't
Okay.
because it's not a saving throw. It's not a saving throw.
Well, I know that. Oh wait, it's Ion. They have vulnerability too. Oh well.
Yeah.
I would. So we have. Let's see. That's the electrical die. So that's 3. Wait a minute. Why did I get D6s? I need D8s. Fuck.
You okay?
Are you? That's a good question.
I've been up a very long time today. Okay. 7, 12, 20, 22, 29, 35, and then plus 13. 30. 48.
Part of that's necrotic, right?
Yes.
How much is necrotic?
5.
Okay. And you did 48 damage?
Yes.
Alright, you step forward, swing, and ping! And you cleave a bit through a solid armor as the lightning charge is crackling along the lightsaber.
This will be the blue lightsaber, by the way. First time I've used it. I
Okay.
think. Okay. And multi-attack. That is a 24.
That'll hit.
While he's figuring out the math on the damage,
Mhm.
target lock does an additional D6 damage of the weapon type, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm making sure.
Yeah, it doesn't do it anything else. It's the weapon, because
Yeah, 'cause
it's
it
just you
doesn't
getting a
say.
better shot with the weapon.
Yeah, it just doesn't say that you deal an extra of the weapon type. It just says you deal an extra D6.
It's
damage.
Hunter's Mark. It's the same thing. So,
I've never
14
used Hunter's
damage on
Mark.
first attack.
how much?
14.
14.
All lightsaber
Okay.
damage. And 19 for the third attack.
To hit.
Yes.
All right. As the third attack comes, so you step in and with a lightning charge crackle hit, step back with it and just bring it back in a bit of a twirl, and it cleaves through, doing some more. And then as you bring your last one down, an energy shield just pops up around it and catches the lightsaber as it just burns against,
This thing has more health than I expected.
and then pushes off.
I'll just kind of give it like a fake out, like wiggle, bang gang, and and just kind of
Sorry.
like flank around it some behind, doing a bit of a lightsaber flourish, and in turn.
So, the first round, I'm conflicted. Because on one hand, you guys had no idea what was going on until just suddenly everything going off. But on the other hand,
Did we hear his
you're in the middle
lightsaber
of all
ignite?
that. Through the door? Only Sorsha really would have probably through the door.
It had the
Source
lightning
is
crack
amazing.
too.
Well, you guys probably heard the attack, but at that point,
Yeah.
Sorsha got good ears.
If I heard,
I want to
the
say
attack,
Joran and
or is-
Sorsha. I want to say Joran at least, because he was there with the shots.
I mean, if
Joran,
anyone's
Eva,
face-
Sorsha.
If anyone's facing that direction and the door is anything transparent, they should probably see it.
To be honest with
I
you,
assumed
Jordan is
they
still
shut it.
right by the door because he just shot from the door. So, if that helps.
It's less of that, and it's more of you guys were directly involved with all of this.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm gonna say
Joran-
Joran and Sorsha were like gonna kind of effectively surprised as they were directly heavily involved with this.
That's fair.
Eva and Chani will act normal.
That is fair. I
Bang
accept
gang.
this.
Fair is fair.
So
Sorsha
that's gonna
was
go through
putting
Joran's
bodies
turn
in
with that. You are
cabinets.
now aware stuff is going down, and that brings it to
Stuff's going
Eva.
down. Gotta add that emphasis clap.
I have to. You're the Bang Gang.
Timber.
Eva, you are up. You heard the lightsaber go off, and you haven't really done anything. You're by the door, and then you just hear metal, and you hear a very familiar sound of metal and lightsaber meet. And then you hear Count's very muffled, the thing he did to the troll.
Bang gang.
What would you like to do?
Fight for the Bang Gang.
Kill for the
I feel
bang
like I'm
gang.
going to have an aneurysm if I hear it again. I swear to God. I hate
Bang
you.
Gang.
Go kill him, Carrie.
Robot blood
You
for the
got this,
bang gang.
Carrie.
Can I just instead use my lightsaber to commit seppuku?
I mean, you can.
No.
Yeah,
Well, you
technically.
can.
Do you want to?
I hate my life. No.
I mean, you're the only person who can go, I literally just want to die now and insta-kill yourself.
Yeah. Well,
Of course you
no.
can.
Jordan can
For
put the
now.
blaster rifle to his chin.
I mean, like, you can only you really can do that to yourself. As in
The bang
your character.
the bang gang didn't choose you. You chose
You
it.
chose the Bang Gang.
Anyways, what are you doing, Eva?
I just like the fact that there's a Carrie in the Bang Gang.
Hate it. Stop it.
There's a Marcia.
Sorry.
Eva?
There's a Daniel.
Could have been.
I'm
Could have
sorry.
been a Karen.
Guys,
Daniel's
hold on.
definitely Bang.
Calm down. It's her turn. Let's let it go.
Anyway. Can we
What are you
restate
doing?
what's going on right now? Like, where
You
am I?
heard, you were seeing there, you saw what Jordan and Sorsha got involved in.
Okay.
And then from outside you heard like a very faint hum of a lightsaber and then a very obvious sound, of lightsaber meeting plate armor.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to take out my lightsaber. I guess.
Your new cool one or the other one?
Alright. My cool one.
Yeah.
The double. Yeah.
Super saver.
And I'm going to fucking rush in, I guess?
Alright, so just throwing the
Run in
door
there?
open, running out. Door opens
Kick
below,
the door
bang,
down.
and slams into the wall, and you run out and Count's at the middle of circling behind what looks to be some kind of circular droid. Like, not circular as in just sphere, but like round as in like a ring almost.
Mm-hmm.
One we have seen before.
But legs coming out. You have seen it before, walking around the Rainland Corporation's higher up floors.
Okay. There's just the one?
Right now,
Okay. How far is it from me?
like
Right
right,
in
in
front
front
of
of you.
Okay. James, shut the fuck up, I didn't ask you. So I'm just gonna use my lights then.
Alright,
Double hit.
roll to hit.
Uh,
Do you have advantage because Count's flanking?
okay. Double. I need this dice. Damn it, I need a second.
Just roll the same dice twice.
Ah, no, I have a second one. I have like a shit ton of dice. First, aim. Bet. 16?
As you swing through, it hits the metal, like hits the plate, but it just kind of ping and deflects off.
Fuck.
With advantage?
Multi-attack. Yeah, did you get a 16 with an advantage, babe?
Shit, I forgot. Shut up, leave me alone. I was born blonde. Leave me alone.
That's no excuse.
No, it's still 16.
Okay.
Second
So yeah,
attack.
you like step out, igniting it, raises
Yeah.
it up, bring it down, and just kind of like you hit one of the round part and it just skates off to the side.
So let go of two-hand, or do I just get a second two-handed attack?
Right now.
You can immediately let go and make a one-handed attack, which means it'd do the lower one for free.
But you forego proficiency to hit.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
know.
just straight strength modifier plus the bonus of 1 because it's a +1.
Do I get a second two-handed? I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you still get.
Yeah, because as part of your multi-attack, you still would get a second one after this.
Yeah,
but
because this is a bonus.
this
action
one is
attack.
a one-handed.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is.
No,
a
this
bonus
isn't a
action.
bonus action. This is just a free bonus attack.
Oh shit!
The
it is.
bonus action's a shove thing.
Oh, you right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you right. I remember now.
Attack
That's
2 at advantage.
That's such a weird fucking skill, but it's so fucking handy.
It is.
18.
Still, as you bring down this one, as you like skids off, you try to bring it back up in the same one, and it bounces off that same energy field that count hit.
Okay, so
Back to two hands.
Back to 2 hands.
Yeah.
And then if she fails this one, she can push.
Well, no, she can push anyways,
Yeah, I know.
but I don't know if you want to push.
I mean, depends on what the others are doing. Like, if
And
it,
you don't know. You don't know.
Second attack.
Third attack.
Third attack.
This one
Advantage.
has proficiency again.
At advantage.
I dropped it.
Oh no.
Plus the 9 makes it 19. Okay. Brain.
19?
Word. Yes.
Again, as you bring it back, it just off the same energy shield.
Attempt
Oh,
number
fuck.
4.
She doesn't get an attempt number 4.
Shit.
She can only make that extra attack once a round.
Never
Action
mind.
surge.
Action
No.
Surge does not bypass this.
No, but 2 more attacks.
If she wants to.
No.
You don't want Action Surge?
Not this time.
Alright.
If we can figure out how...
Don't put your fucking dice away.
I didn't put my dice away!
Eva's turn
more.
ends. Sorsha's turn comes up. Sorsha was doing the sandwich and thing, so technically in this part she'd be surprised. Next round you get to act normally, Sorsha. At that point, it's the droid's turn.
Go ahead. Make a melee attack.
I just picture Sorsha sitting at the table eating that man's sandwich.
And then
she
you just
hears
start
a
hearing
gunshot,
you start hearing everything going off.
And she just like slowly puts the sandwich down.
And does it have disadvantage to close? They do not have disadvantage in close. That's weird.
They don't have disadvantage for shooting us at point blank.
No.
They're
No, I guess
crossbow
not.
expert droidicas. Oh no.
I know, but it's a ranged attack.
It tells me it doesn't, so it doesn't.
They all have crossbow expert. This is bad.
I mean, it is a.
Yeah, droidicas are.
Anyways, so you just hear basically like that small like enemy detected sound, and then alarms start going off, and then it fires twice, point blank into count.
Attack 1.
21.
Let's pop that shield.
All right, as he fires off the bolt, it goes in and he just off to the side because of shield. Second
No,
shot.
I mean the force shield.
Yeah,
Yeah, you force the bolt away. Just goes.
yeah, it came in and just skidded off to the side. You
My
pushed
AC
it out
is
of the
now-
way.
My AC is now 26 for the rest of this round.
Oh yeah. And second attack coming in. It rolled one of the it rolled one of the 2 numbers that lets it hit you.
Oh, it had 2 that let it hit? Okay.
It has a decent plus to hit.
Is it the critical?
Take... Oh, no. You take 15 energy damage as it just burrows into your shoulder. As you get out of the way of most of it, but it still burns a heavy cross across it. And...
I just got that patched up.
Yep, same one. Johnny, you're up. You hear all this going off like the lightsabers, then you just hear two heavy, loud, like, blaster cannon fires.
And the alarm's going off.
And the alarm's going off.
Leia, David, we need to get our asses in the place we need to go. Outside the door? Okay, let's see here.
The alarms wasn't an action.
What?
No, it was a bonus action.
Just called me David.
Yes,
I really hope it's in the book.
It's Daniel.
you're right.
Alarm thing is not in the book. Let's just throw it in there.
David's your nickname.
As a security droid. Technically, it wouldn't have to because it's hardwired into the main frame, but I made it have to do something.
Alarm is a tech spell, though.
Yep, well, it's not alarm.
Enough semantics.
It's not
Okay.
a text spell. It's just going, hey guys, I found intruders, which technically shouldn't be anything for it. But
Into the
Oh,
hallway.
yeah, hell yeah.
Shit's fucked.
Johnny, you're up. Throwing the door open. You see it now because, I mean, Eva just booted the door open with a crash, and you can see outside what's happening.
Go ahead, Marcia.
Well, I mean, fuck it. I have a new toy. I may as well use it, right?
Right there.
Let's get this guy an ion. And...
Okay, separate ion and kinetic. And sneak attack would be kinetic in this case.
Okay.
It goes off the main, not the addition.
Do you get sneak attack from engineer or some other class?
I'm broke, Doug.
Oh, hey, you right.
He has operative levels.
You right. I'm dumb. Shush.
Okay. With all my pluses to hit, that's going to be a 28.
That'll definitely hit.
Ion cube,
Yeah.
stabby cube, sneak attack cube, sneak attack cube.
Sneak attack cube.
Fuck this guy up.
So 5 ion.
Man up.
I knew I should have dropped more points.
It wouldn't have mattered for this first round.
It might have. I don't know how much thing this health has.
Thing this
It
health
wouldn't
has?
15 kinetic.
How much?
15.
Alright. And how much ion?
5.
5.
So,
So 20 total, but 5 ion.
no, so 25 total.
Well,
Alright,
yeah.
as you just step in, look at this aim, you're like, I know what to do, you just I'm trying it over to the right one and you guys watch as a harpoon fires off with a bit of a charge on it, it looks like, hits, and it just surges through this machine. It actually staggers a bit from the ion surge.
Put your tongue away, silly girl.
Anything else?
Those two are gonna chop this thing to death. Does the droid look relatively damaged now?
I hesitate to use the term bloodied because it doesn't really have blood.
It's oilied.
But it hasn't met the bloodied state yet.
Oh. Well,
I love that. Oh.
we don't have time to fuck around with. She's heading off in the direction that we need to go. And bonus action dashing.
Johnny's just like, fuck this
The
shit,
fastest
I'm
route
out.
you know would actually be out into the hallway and to the right around this thing.
Well, surely between Ava and Count. she
No,
can-
you can make it. I was just gonna. You're not gonna get an attack opportunity against you. You can sneak past. I'm just pointing out. That you guys are sitting here recovering from this. Johnny just raises, fires. He goes, huh, and then just bolts, taking off out the door and down the hallway.
Fuck
Reaction
this
is
shit,
it pulls
I'm
his
out.
little spider leg out and trips Johnny.
No, it has activated its reaction for the turn. Actually, no, its turn came again.
Fuck this
So
shit,
she's
I'm
heading-
out.
You're good.
toward the area that we still need to get to.
And you make it a good 50 feet along because it only took 10 to get out of the room.
All right.
and around them. That brings it back to count.
Let's start off with a multi-attack. This thing needs to die very quickly. Attack 1. Go. 23.
That'll hit.
How many points do I have here? Keep track of this because smite. Let's just drop a first level one. So we have let's see 18 plus 13 and then minus 5. So 18 plus 8. So 26.
26 as you step forward, and is any of that necrotic?
I took off
5?
necrotic already. I took that off
Well, how
already.
much? Necrotic's 5, right?
Yeah, I took that
Okay,
off
because
already.
it's not gone completely. It's resistant.
Oh, okay.
As you
So-
step forward, and after recovering from all this and getting behind it, you stick a swing and you nick one of its legs, and it doesn't take it apart, but it still is. It just teeters for a moment.
And second attack.
That's about
20.
Good.
That'll hit.
No, I meant critical 20.
Oh, critical 20. Well, you just say 20. You can't.
Yeah, sorry.
With the way you guys roll, that could be I rolled a 20 total or I rolled a critical. So unless you tell me it's a critical, I just assume it's a total.
There's a reason I called it a natural 30.
Yeah, I know. I got your hint. I know what your plus is.
Yeah.
And
Fast.
another first level smite.
Fighter.
I will say, after that second hit, it is officially bloodied. That first hit, it is officially bloodied.
Slightly
Before the
better
critical.
resource. So we got 7, 5, 12.
You guys made me eat.
Ew.
So 22 goes up to 44. And then plus 8. 52. No necrotic.
Because second attack. And you watch as you as you skid through there, you keep going with it, spin, bring it down again, and you take the rest of that leg off with a heavy cleave.
And bonus action lightning charge.
Okay.
That is an 18 on the die at plus 9 to hit.
That'll hit.
And drop another first level.
Apparently, I can use as many fucking.
When you have points, it really is effective to just keep spamming first levels.
Apparently
Yeah.
I can use as many superiority dice in a turn as I want.
Yeah. You can just do certain ones are only allowed to be used once.
Yeah.
Versus all.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's more efficient to spam second levels.
I don't have those.
Probably.
I don't have those either.
It's a cost of 3 as
It-
opposed to 2 for an extra double
True.
damage.
Indeed.
Well, extra D8, not double.
Well, the amount that you're spending.
So 30.
30 damage?
Yep.
As you recover from this and you see a bit of an opening, you're like going for it and step back in and run it straight forward, and you carve through a heavy piece in the middle. And it staggers from it. Making droidical
And-
noises of pain.
Chani's bolting, so bolt with her.
Alright,
Is it reaction attacking me?
yeah. As you've been destroying the fuck out of it. That doesn't hit. As you fire and you just see it and you just kind of duck to the side and it goes over and into the wall.
I'll just
You're
point us. I'll
bad
just
and
do
I
like a
missed.
like as I'm backing up. I'll just like hands like the hand that's not on the lightsaber on the shield hand, just kind of finger going at it, bang gang, and then just turn.
Oh, yeah.
When you realize most droids are recording things they see.
Bang gang.
Bang gang.
All right, Jordan, you're up. As Count and Chani have just booked down the hall.
I cut his leg off. Okay.
You're currently about 20 feet behind Chani.
Alright.
First things first. Unlimited amount of free actions. Carrie, Leia. When you can, fuck off. And I'm going to
Okay, damn.
move down the hallway as far as I
Okay.
can in the same direction
Move
they're
30
going.
feet down.
Yep.
Same for Chani. It'll take 10 feet to get around it, and you'll get 20 feet down the hall.
Well, I was going to stop and shoot before I went the rest of the way.
I mean, even at the 20 feet down, you can still see it.
Okay.
So either way, on the way, things like that.
Yeah.
James?
So, what?
Can I
Did you
just
take
bring
the-
up
Hold on.
how Leia is the name of the boy now because she is disguised as the man she killed?
You don't know his
What?
name, so yeah.
Did you take the close quarter shooter thing to make 3 attacks? Or make another one bonus action thing? The feat?
It doesn't give
This
you
is not
bonus
the
action.
time for it right now.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
It does. But yeah, I did. Anyway,
Well, if he wants to make a third attack.
I have better things to do with my bonus action. Bonus action, target lock.
Okay. Mark off the point. Or no, it's the one. Mark off your thing for the day.
Yeah. Ion blaster,
Okay.
2 shots.
Rolled hit.
That's the wrong way. I gotta go to this one. What we got? 26.
All right. So you bring up your blaster as you go through. Turn, fire, hit it square in the back, and it just burns a hole, surges, and then it collapses on the ground.
Cool. Everyone move.
Initiative is over. I'm going to call session here because I have work tomorrow with alarms blaring and a droideka hitting the ground.
Fair.
We will pick
Bang.
up, not next week, I do believe, because Robert is working. But
Yep.
For
maybe the
anyone
weekend
watching,
after.
yeah, for anyone watching, next week may be a one shot, right?
You shut your dirty mouth.
And say, not up to me.
Hey Eric, you should run a one shot.
You shut your dirty mouth. I was that.
Make it a tie-in prelude to yours getting around eventually.
Yeah, but then I gotta do stuff. I'm lazy.
Or you could just have a fun, goofy one. Who cares?
Dude,
Or
we
kill
could do
rating.
another. We could do another honey heist.
Okay. Any closing things other than tossing me under a bus?
Matt had a little
I
honey.
did not.
On my random shot.
No,
did.
not that I know of.
Alrighty.
I was really looking forward to rolling damage on that dice though, because that's a lot of fucking dice I could roll.
Well, you need to remember that that's a concentration thing and it's on for next time, so jot that down somewhere.
For an hour. Yeah.
But okay. Until next time. Be seeing you.
See ya.